Bid you hello and welcome to our fair channel. We players are not available at the moment. We are currently setting up stream and adding production value. As proof of this, I, Sepp, am talking to you from the past. Yes, this is a recording and I am probably doing something unspeakable at this very moment. But enough chit-chat. I only said all this to give the stream time to actually start and the people a chance to come in. Now, as in the movies, enjoy the pre-movie commercials.
Roll initiative. Yep. Meepo in big trouble. Big doo-doo. But great dragon was Candle. Big doo-doo.
So, would you say this is a big danger, what you're hearing?
I mean, if they fuck me on my tips, I'm bringing them to that town.
Did you say tips or something else?
Tips.
No tips.
Okay, cool.
It depends on the gender of the person I'm guiding.
So,
Fuck
yeah,
you, Mike.
you expose them to the blacksmith, I see.
Alright, so, that was Windswept, with Wanderer. They got some cool music, and, hi, I'm Shump. I do podcast now. Fuck it. Windswept, Lake of Light. Okay, so I think this is cool. I guess you've been waiting long enough. Just gotta figure out what knob to turn, because this is all new to me. That one goes... Oh, yeah, it goes down. It goes down. Cool. Alright, I guess... Roll the show, then. Goodbye.
Yeah. The stream is not hearing me, Theo. Why didn't you notify me of such thing? We will go for the intro now, thank you very much. Roll the intro.
Their dogs, and the dogs just happen to sniff the majority of people visiting, and they just happen to arrest 130 or so people.
In Norway Rock Festival?
I think it was that one.
It was this weekend, actually. Nightwish and In This Moment and stuff played.
Oh, Nightwish were there? Oh,
yeah.
I love Nightwish.
Like 15 minutes from my house.
You
I could probably hear them.
Nightwish? What the fuck is wrong with you?
What's wrong with Nightwish?
Over the hills and far away. I listened to Nightwish.
For 10 long years.
I do like Wish I Had an
He's been
Angel.
super
That's
gay.
one of my favorite songs.
Chris said something horrible.
What? Over the hills and far away. For 10 long years, he's been super gay.
Bastard. Ruining. You know,
What?
Eminem. We had Eminem here too. Or no, he's not here actually. He was in Oslo.
Wait,
But he wasn't in Norway.
Is it a different festival? Kadetten Festival?
No. Kvinesdal Rock Festival or Norway Rock Festival now.
Okay,
Yeah, Kadetten is not
because,
here.
No, that was in Sandvika. They arrested 123 people with cannabis products.
Yeah, damn Sandviks. But that was cannabis, like real, like THC cannabis products. Yeah.
Look at you trying to pretend you know shit.
I know a lot. I know CBD, THC, and karate,
That's
and a
because
lot of
you're
other
suddenly
words.
in the business.
I was actually yesterday. This time yesterday, I was not. I don't even think it's been 24 hours. But you know what they say in the business: time moves fast.
Unless you're doing something boring as fuck, then time moves not at all.
Yeah. Well, actually, I've been doing
You know?
stuff that is boring as fuck all week, and this week has gone by pretty fast. So something is wrong with the space-time continuum, and it was not me that fucked it up. I've been watching 12 Monkeys.
I heard that's supposed to be quite good. Wasn't that a film with Bruce Willis at one point?
Yes. I think that is why I thought about it, but then I put it on, and because I've been working and have that in the background, I haven't been paying attention to anything. I think I got Cole. Yes, I got one name from the series.
But do you actually pay attention ever to anything?
Sorry, what was that? Didn't get one. I don't know. That depends. I think that is a very relative term, and I think that is up for discussion. Next question. I am preparing for a trial, a kangaroo court. Hmm?
Have you finally learned your character?
No. Well, kinda, but no. But slightly, I would say no.
Do you
Are you
know
thinking about
the
spells
rules
or
to
the
D&D?
voice? The rules of D&D states that you have 3 death saving throws and then you're out. It's almost like baseball.
Unless, of course, you get hit by a sphere of annihilation, in which case you're out if you fail that save.
Yes, and we actually haven't tried that, so I
Also,
can't.
Depending on your dice rolls, it may be more or less than 3 rolls.
Yeah.
True.
If you
I am
crit
looking
fail once and then fail once, you will actually die by 2 rolls.
True.
Also, if 3 things stab you while you go down, you don't even get to roll.
But now you're just
Yeah.
making the stuff complicated. That was a burp that tried to come out when I was talking.
I am still looking forward to running Sphere of Annihilation from my... Tomb of Annihilation from my group.
I have something of annihilation that Nivara will see. Or
Here we go.
And it started.
it has been going on since he
No.
saw that Nivara was a female.
Annihilation and analyzation is a bit of different thing.
I think it's just a spelling.
What was that word again?
Analyzation.
Analyzation, alienation, and annihilation. It's 3 very confusing words if you're saying. Alien annihilation analogies.
Alien anal annihilation.
Analogies. TM. Give or take. Does that work in...
No, I'm pretty sure that would require a lot of giving or taking, depending on which stage you're at in that.
That is true. Anal legions used to be like that. Given and taken. Before rupturing. We should probably get on with it, because I think that if we are going to venture down this path, my brain will deteriorate.
I'm quite enjoying this.
Why are you
TV.
enjoying this? This is actually on... this is recording.
Yeah.
I can...
The evidence will be there.
I can put some copyrighted music right on here, and I think that the cutoff would be a little...
I mean, it's at this point it's already demonetized for the eventual VOD,
Oh, yeah.
so
Yeah.
Oh well. I
Forever.
mean, we don't even have monetization options on YouTube, so who the fuck cares?
There's that. Did we?
not that you really want none, because YouTube's monetization is all kind of broken at the moment, from what I've heard.
That is,
Yeah.
that is true, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the YouTubers who make their living on it are struggling at the moment because of the way it works.
But if you have a large
They're not
following,
making
it's
any.
like, hi, my socks are for sale at x.com/socks.
Yes. Socks.
Welcome back, Sarum.
Hit me up on Twitter to buy my socks.
Exactly.
Torm, have you seen the... you need to go on Steam and see the link.
I will check it in a sec. 1 sec.
I found more evidence of your amazing technology.
Oh yeah, I saw that. It was amazing.
What technology?
Maybe you should send them to them.
Previously,
Previously.
one of the generals of Iran has decided to accuse Israel of stealing water from the clouds.
We have amazing technology we aren't aware of.
Mm-hmm.
We are still waiting for it to actually be released. I mean,
The technology or the
imagine the
rain?
potential. No, they
Doing
well that. Too.
what?
I would say it's probably a catalyst problem if the rain is not releasing from the cloud.
There's hardly any Mexicans in Israel.
Did you say something about Mexicans and their rules?
I love it, gosh.
Yeah, it's just a proof that building a wall works.
Yeah, I sent it.
We were talking about
Israel
the wall.
has a wall, and they have almost like no Mexicans.
Oh my god.
We've lost the Mexicans. Wait, we don't have a border.
It all makes sense.
Yeah, I just got a vivid picture in my mind. I don't even need to see the pic.
Really speaking, Israel are preparing for the World War Z. I mean, they had that wall built up before anyone else. They knew what was going to happen.
Yeah, they knew. And then someone had to start singing.
I know, right?
Bloody refugees.
That was a good film. I hear the second one's coming out next year, I think.
Oh god.
And they're supposed to be bringing out again.
Sorry,
They're supposed to be bringing out a game.
are they?
Mhm.
Stand by.
Daddy, can you
Camera
put-
shut off.
Hello.
Wearing pajamas.
Who are you talking?
Ah,
At
My
least-
friends.
Yeah, Dad, who are you talking to?
Hello.
Dad, who are you talking to?
Oh, you can't see
you
me.
two
Actually.
teacher to say it more proper. Dada.
Dada, who am I talking to?
Your friends are.
What's that?
She's not losing her amazing Scottish accent, is she?
No.
Dad.
She should play a
That would be a
dwarf.
shame.
No, man, no.
Mhm.
La 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 la.
I should have like a default note that I could kind of put off the cam when there's children watching.
There are children watching?
Well, I mean, this
Kinda.
stream is not suitable for children, but we do have.
That too.
Not suitable for children. No children were harmed in the making of the stream.
Lies.
That's
Although this
probably
one may
the
get
one.
run over if she climbs over the
No,
desk.
Does the wormling count as a child?
No actual children were harmed in the making of this stream.
no
Yes.
children were made in the making of this stream.
Well,
That's just hurtful.
are you sure, Seth?
I mean,
Yeah.
it's not that flavorous or that. It's almost like I have this faulty weapon from 1860, you know, and it just goes off at random and just produces kids all over the town.
Well, I mean, it might have something to do with the funnel that is straight below you. You have a tendency to drip once in a while, and I think she's just down there, like legs straight up, waiting.
Is this true? Is that why you're down there?
TMI. TMI.
Oh, you have not gotten any
That's
eye.
horrible.
2 words.
Trust me,
Sure.
you would have known if it was TMI.
Yeah, but Seb, 2 words. Turkey bastard.
Oh my god, dude. I like how fucked up we're on the screen. You're sure that that they get the disclaimer every time they log on, right? This is not suitable for anyone below 25.
I don't believe that it's suitable for anyone.
I think you can,
Dog.
probably cut out the last 2 words, yeah.
I mean, we haven't been contacted by Twitch admins yet.
I have
Well,
twice.
We're in
my
the
guess
clear.
is that they just
But it
blocked
was
the
spam.
channel off. They just like barricaded it off. Nobody can enter.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's just spam and us that you can see it.
Yeah.
It's only people who followed prior
Yeah.
to the ban who can see the channel.
Well,
It's
spam
like
is
the
missing
YouTube
actually.
algorithm.
God.
GDPR and Brexit.
Oh, let's not bring up Brexit now. Come on.
Oh yeah, that's great timing considering Boris Johnson finally quit.
Boris!
But he was the best. He was the best mayor.
Ever.
Not very good as foreign
The best
secretary.
mayor for a city far away from you.
Be right back.
It's kind of like how Trump's the best president for the US because I don't live there.
It's just this Welsh Scottish alliance against London.
Don't forget
I mean,
Northern
yeah.
Ireland. Don't forget Northern Ireland.
What? Island?
Northern Ireland.
What's this
To
Ireland?
be honest, I think the Irish are thinking of forgetting Northern Ireland too. Please don't bomb me, IRA. So, D&D.
KFC.
Last time, you took care of some hobgoblins, put a spirit to rest, and found a waterfall. Is there anything else worth noting? I don't think so. You rolled very high to summon rune hounds.
I was going to say, I feel like I've missed something, but then I was like, wait, no.
Yeah.
You
That was
definitely
cool.
remember the rune hounds.
Oh, those rune hounds.
They were so fun.
Yeah. Never make Seth roll D100s.
Or
From
me.
now on, he has tasking.
Sep only one to roll D100s, regardless of who it's for. Sep's the only one to roll it. We're fucked.
We would die.
So, I guess the plan is to continue on.
Once I've gathered up my half plate, yeah.
Well, of course.
But yeah, I'll finish gathering up the half plate and then I'll turn to everyone. We should head deeper. We might be close if these hobgoblins were left to guard.
There and back again by Tormoron.
Did we
Uh,
have a rest
where am I?
here, or
Oh.
was it earlier?
We had a rest earlier.
We had a long rest after I went down, yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
still
you
flicking
had a
brain
long
matter
rest
off.
after the rune hounds. I don't think you've had a rest after.
No, it's not.
Okay.
One moment. I'm just checking something.
And
Alright.
which direction did we come from? I
Mm,
remember the area, but I don't remember which direction.
I just put webs over here, so we were going to go down
You
here.
came down these stairs.
Yeah,
You're heading this way.
and I
I'm a
was
spider.
because the reason I wasn't remembering is because I was water gazing the majority of the time.
Yes, you were. You did.
You were like, I wonder how far this will go.
So
Yes.
basically, you can see here webs all across. I just covered it with webs so you can't fall.
I
Okay.
consider that water gazing a very prudent matter because, we were on the wrong side of the potentially flooded area.
That's true.
What's wrong side?
Well, the side that doesn't have an exit that we know of. Also, I spoke to a ghost.
Oh,
we-
yes.
No,
Caused.
you didn't. Hey! Oh god, huge webs! I was busy. Man.
You said you covered it up.
Yeah, I meant that they can't fall, not... Whoa. You can
Not
walk
that
on
he's
the
trying to
webs.
entrap.
Alright, I will walk on the webs then.
I mean, you're a spider.
Actually, I'm on the ceiling, but never mind. Ignore that.
Navara will look at the edge with a sort of reluctant look as she kind of inches on. I am not a biggest fan of heights.
I was
Hello! Oh!
Can't believe I didn't do anything about that, actually. What did you say, Liam? You said something. Naivara just said something.
There's
Yeah,
a door.
Navara said she didn't like heights.
Well, now you
Okay.
can't fall because there is a web. So
Navarra, I can take you to new heights. Heights you wouldn't even imagine.
You're not
How
even
far
here.
Shit.
Now you have a trampoline.
where the hell are you that you're talking to her?
Medrash, did you feel Navarra?
No,
That's funny. I did.
I take offense to you assuming that I'm the same as her.
What height is the ceiling where I'm standing at? Because I'm on the ceiling.
Well, most likely you would be on an outcropping of the wall
Okay.
right here. The ceiling is far above you, several hundred feet.
Okay. So I will be standing like 30 feet above. Actually, 20 feet. Make it at 20 feet.
Sure.
I'd like to examine this door and make sure there aren't any traps.
All right.
I'll put in the
Okay.
green field the height that I am at, just so I can remember.
Investigation or perception?
Well, that depends on you. How do you want to check it?
Perception, you don't touch the door. Investigation, you get hands-on and grope and feel the
I'll
door
go
like it's
perception.
your daddy.
Too much information.
13. There do not appear to be any traps on this door.
Can I hear any sounds coming from it?
You cannot.
Okay.
It's completely still on the other side.
Maybe
Sounds-
everyone is already dead.
I'm gonna have my bow ready and push the door open. I'm assuming it's a push door.
You
I mean,
assume
it's
wrong.
gonna be it's gonna be whatever you want.
Assumption is the mother of all blunders.
You just push against the door. It doesn't
Push the door and it goes.
Nevar will tell
I
Jamal.
seem to
and start
recall
moving.
I did that joke in one of our dungeons at some point.
There's a
I
number
remember.
also in this room.
Yes.
Oh
So-
god.
Having navigated the ledge, you reach a landing of stone, so finely polished that it shines like glass. The door is engraved with a coat of arms containing a crown, a scepter, and a dragon rampant. You open the door and you enter into a chamber where dust chokes the air. Webs cover the walls, but you can see the gleam of their glass-like surfaces in a few clear patches. The webs also blanket the walls to the south and cover the large statue in the center of the room. You can barely make out the statue's features. It appears to be a man sitting on a throne. There are recent tracks of humanoids leading from the door deeper into the chamber. From above you, you hear chittering from a balcony, and you take notice of a stairway leading up to said balcony.
How high is the ceiling? Since I'm climbing probably to the ceiling if it's not too high.
It is about 40 feet.
All right, so I'll be at 20 feet and I'll be on the wall.
Sure.
Does the glass look like Nephilium?
Oh man. You have seen before. It does not.
Okay.
This chamber smells like a chamber of secrets.
I don't know why it doesn't add my stealth, but +7 to that.
All
Plus
right.
7, nice.
No, actually it's +10. Sorry, my bad.
So from the wall, Sam, you can kind of see onto the balcony above you.
What can I see there?
You see it is completely covered in webs, even thicker than the rest of the room. In the far corner, right around here, it would be, you would see a massive tangle of webs, right next to
Cocoon?
which, kind of, it more looks like maybe a nest of some kind. And right outside of it, just about here on the balcony, you see a couple of dangling cocoons web.
From the webs that I can see, do they resemble my own webs, as in spider webs?
Yes, these are spider webs.
Okay. I will, well, I'll climb all the way to the ceiling, so I'll be at 40 feet high. One moment, I'll just update my height. And I will start to approach in stealth.
Sure.
I want to kind of examine it a bit closer, trying to make out whether there is anyone there, basically.
Okay.
I mean, if there's anything alive in the thing, in the balcony.
Sure.
Do you need me to roll anything?
You can make a perception check.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't see anything. I'm just closing
No.
my eyes apparently.
The webs are masking your view. Can't really see.
Do the webs
Nah,
seem to
he's
be
not used to
moving?
having 6 eyes.
Do the webs seem to be moving, or are they still?
They are pretty still. The only movement you notice is your own very gentle steps on it.
Hmm. Seeing as I'm not affected by the webs, I will kind of check out the place. Do I notice anything apart from the two webbed things?
There is a door in the far corner, like it would be around here in the balcony area.
Is the door closed?
It is closed, yeah.
I would just like to try and approach it and just listen. Whether I
Sure.
can hear anything from the other side.
You hear a chittering sound as you approach.
What? What? Sorry, I didn't hear correctly.
A chittering sound
Ooh, spiders.
as one of your brethren approaches from the confines of the large nest of spider webs in the corner. A giant spider emerges.
Is it the same size as me? I'm a giant
You
spider.
are, yeah.
Hello.
It chitters and puts its like front legs up in the air in a
I
threatening
must say
pose.
that I'm stealthing. Did it notice me at 28?
It does not appear to notice you. It is,
Oh.
however, making this angry chittering sound
Towards
and
what?
seems to be plucking some of the webs to send vibrations through the entire room, basically.
Oh, I see what he's doing. I would like to use web sense that I have and try to sense what it's sensing. Like, try to sense anything that is touching the webs.
Sure.
Everyone in the room.
Pretty much.
Do I sense them?
Yes, the webs connect throughout the
Oh.
entire chamber down below, and
Is
as
it
well
just-
as on the balcony.
Is it just the one spider for now?
Yes, it's just one big spider.
I will just be on the ceiling, kind of above the door. I'll keep my web sense to try and kind of notice when they move. For now, I won't do anything. I will just look at the spider and keep my web sense, trying to feel if anything changes with the webs.
Sure.
I'm curious about these.
Yes.
I'm taking it they are sarcophagi.
Yes. They are
Are they open?
sarcophagi. They are not.
Are they equally covered in webs?
Yes. The webs have not
Also-
been disturbed.
Also, I've taken a stroll along the edge here with the spirit cartographer. Have I found any hidden doors or anything hidden?
No.
I want to try to brush away the webs to see if there's any writings on these sarcophagi.
All right. You may do so.
Usually that's on the foot end or the head section, I'm guessing.
Mhm. I mean, most often.
Yeah, so I'll do that to all four here while they're doing other things.
Cool. Yeah. Sarum, the giant spider, slowly climbs up along the
Wall.
along the wall up here and climbs up onto the ceiling, very
Alright.
slowly stalking its way this way.
Could I mimic it in regards to movement, like to be opposite to it, like a mirror, to just see where it's going? And I would like to ready a loud sound to warn them in case I see it approaching to 10 feet away from any one of them.
Sure. You can
As
try.
in 10 feet, like at the above them. I mean, like if he reaches like 10 feet, so I would like to like just give a sound so they notice it.
Sure, you can do so.
Just where, so just move my token to the side once he moves to the side. I just
Sure.
want to know where he is.
Let's see.
Because I would just guess, but I'm guessing Serum wouldn't be for killing a giant spider for no reason whatsoever, since it's a natural animal.
This depends. Does it have a symbol of Lolf on its back?
I don't know,
No,
but
not that
I'm
you
not
can
going
see.
to check that.
You can check it later.
Bitsy spider was chomping at my leg. Then came Nivara and crushed the spider dead.
So, Midrash, you clean off some of the web, and find these plaques blank. There is only a symbol on them.
And what is
On like the very lower right corner. There's a tiny little symbol on them of a skull with a scroll in its teeth.
Do I recognize that in a religious sense?
Make a religion check. All right. I think that would be enough to recognize it, maybe. A 15, yeah. I think you'd recognize the symbol. Excuse me. It is the symbol of, I believe it's Jurgal, isn't it?
Oh,
The keeper of records of the dead.
The Lord of the End of Everything.
Once the Lord of the End of Everything, at least.
yeah.
Yeah, we currently have Zurich and Merkel, don't we?
Yes, I believe so.
Just before he goes over to serve Kellenborg.
Well, in canon, I suppose, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So there's no names, just the symbol.
Just the tiny little symbol.
I'm gonna use my nail to see if I can scrape something into the plaque.
Uh-oh.
What would you want to try and scrape into it?
Well, the first one is called Bob.
1 second. Where is it?
Where's what? Oh,
Okay, so it's less than 10 feet away. So yeah, I would
Mhm.
give a loud noise. And I would like to use intimidation to kind of try and scare away the spider. I'd rather not attack it.
Sure. Give it a shot.
Yep. It would be awful because, well, do I get advantage since I'm hidden and suddenly squeaking at it? Just kidding. +1. Yay! That's a 5.
Well,
That's a 5. It's probably dead from scaredness.
yes, it's so
Yeah.
scared that it turns to look directly at you.
Though I did do the noise,
Confused.
so hopefully they will all be noticing.
Yes, there is a very loud chittering sound from directly above on the balcony.
Can they see us both?
You can see 2 giant spiders on the ceiling.
Staring at each other.
Yeah. Roll initiative.
Huh.
Out of curiosity, would we recognize which one is Sarum?
They look pretty much alike.
Huh. Yes, that's what I was thinking now. That might be an issue. Well, I mean, what's with the rolls? Why doesn't it add anything? So it's a +3 to that.
Hmm,
So it's a
I
16.
am not sure.
It's not. It says always not no attribute was found. I don't know why.
Huh.
The sheet for some reason isn't working correctly.
They should be the correctly inputted sheets too.
Yeah, I know. It
Yeah,
worked the
but,
first time, and then from then on, it didn't work anymore.
Yeah, let's not look at what mine lists for the initiative roll stuff. Rolling 1d20 plus bracket floor bracket 13-10 bracket /2 bracket plus 0.
No, you have a different one because you are a player's sheet, but I have a monster sheet, so it looks different. Anyways,
Only
it's a 16.
Navarro's sheet is the one that actually makes sense, where it's like rolling 1d20 plus 0 plus initiative mod.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but anyway.
Let's continue.
Nero will look at the two spiders and call out, Sarum, wave your leg if it's to indicate who you are.
Can I wave my leg as a free action?
yes.
All right, I will wave my leg.
It
Alright,
moved!
Navarro.
Shoot it!
Navarro will look at the other one and blast it with a sacred flame.
All right.
I will not be content.
Deck save. Interesting. All right. Your radiant energy pierces into the creature.
That was a hit.
Yes.
Then Navarro will pull out to Maul and say, we got company, calling out to everyone. And then end of turn.
Good. Sarum.
Yeah, I'm in a dilemma. All right, so I would like to try and could I use grappling as a spider against a spider?
You could try.
So that's what I'll do. I really don't want to kill it. And again, so strength should have a +2. So it's 18.
Okay. 18 versus. All right. Let's roll a 9. You have successfully
Yay!
grappled it.
I'm grappling it.
The two giant spiders suddenly begin a wrestling
Fusing
match
together.
on the ceiling.
Well, I mean, and I believe that's the only thing I can do during my turn. I mean,
All
I
right.
think that's the only thing I can do. Yeah.
Okay. Home.
Can I actually drag it? I mean, I'm not sure if I can actually do that. Is
I
grappling allowing
believe
you
it's
to drag it?
for half your movement.
So I moved like what, 10 feet? Where was I? Here or here? Here I was. I was next to No, I couldn't be. Where was I now?
I believe you were on the pillar.
The pillar? Okay.
Yeah.
So I moved 10 feet. So I would like to drag it and move 30, so I can move another 5 with it. So I will move it 5 feet back.
Okay. Good. Home. You're an archer. How do you like that? The target is being dragged away from your line of sight. Very slow.
Perfect. I think Sarum's a little frisky. I move 15 feet towards Navarre. And now I can't see the damn thing. Not that I could see it anyway. That's it.
Prepare action? No?
That's
No
it.
prepared
I
action?
can't do anything. Can't see it.
Prepare action?
Already had a arrow knocked, ready to go.
Alright.
All right. The spider is going to.
Attack me, I'm guessing.
It is going to try and get out of the grapple.
Okay. So I need to roll an athletics.
Yeah.
It's
Um,
a plus.
It
2.
crit failed.
Woohoo! I'm still holding.
It loses grip on the webs ahead or above you, and it is completely at your mercy at the moment.
Woohoo! Well,
Silly.
it still needs to be. So, up until where can I drag it so they can't hurt it?
Avada Kedavra.
I mean, the only place would probably be the nest.
Mm,
That's
all right.
the place
Well, I
where they
need to wait
can
to-
definitely
yeah.
see it.
Yeah, I need to wait until my turn anyways. Hopefully it will survive, but
The 21 is a hit. The
Big
spider
damage.
is bloodied.
don't kill my spider.
Fucking fetish. Don't. I see a spy. I see 2 spiders actually. So if I could get another roll. Just kidding.
No, you know that it's me.
Yes, exactly. I failed to get your point.
So
There's a
which one
foot-
of you wants to set this chamber on fire? Madrash. You hear loud chittering noises and then the sounds of some sort of a struggle, as well as a good old Avada Kedavra.
I'll head 15 feet over there.
Can you actually
Glance
see
in
us?
that general direction.
You're on the ceiling still, so they can
Yeah.
like barely see you up there.
All these webs are a pain in the ass.
Oh, here we go.
Would that, could I just remind you, you are surrounded by webs?
Could I just remind you that I have walked unharmed through 2 major blasts of fire so far?
Yeah, well, your friends are still there.
I would like to point out unharmed might be a bit of a stretch.
Well, I mean, naked.
Relatively.
The only thing injured was my dignity.
Which, when you consider you're playing a half dragon, there's a lot of it.
So the spider is bloodied, you say?
Yep.
One of
One
them.
of the spiders.
Yes. There is one spider on the ceiling, and it is like holding on to another spider, which is dangling more or less free of the webs.
So, since I've heard combat, I don't know which spider is which, and I've heard a Avada Kedavra. I'll just follow up what I assume they were shooting at. And I'll cause a bloodbath.
On which one?
The injured one.
All right, the one dangling.
Yeah. I strongly, also because it's bloodied, I am hoping to score a bit of easy points.
As you would.
So yeah, can't say who go. Unless 7 kills it.
It fails the save.
Is it
Is it
still
dead?
alive?
Is it spraying serum with all kinds of stuff?
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah. More or less, yeah.
But
Like
is it alive?
spewing- It is barely alive.
Ah,
Its legs are doing that little thing where they like sprinkle up. So it
Oh,
and it's
starts going into a ball in its death throes, spewing out blood.
From
All
all of its
over.
eyes.
Yeah.
You know, tarantulas die
little
with
friend.
just a little prick on the pulpus thingy. Does anyone have a knife?
no, but
I have
I
an
got
arrow.
a big mallet.
That would work. I can see Sarum is loving this.
no.
Just hand over my bow. Here, shoot it.
I can't help but notice that you did not set fire to this chamber.
Yet.
Navarro will see what Sarum's doing. Can she insight to kind of guess what he's trying to do?
It did seem. It did see me like warn them and then start dragging it instead of attacking.
Yeah. You can draw
That-
your conclusions from that. You don't necessarily need an insight in this case.
I'll hold up my hand and say, "Hold on. Looks like Sarum's got a plan with this one."
Plan. I'm just trying to save it. Not exactly the plan, but okay.
Navarro will ready an action to cast Sacred Flame if it tries to attack Sarum or anyone else, but other than that, she'll leave it alone.
All right.
She'll just cross her arms.
Considering your positioning, you would think that if Sarum continues dragging the spider deeper, it will leave your line of sight. The edge of the balcony will like shroud it, as well as the webs.
Okay. Navarro will get a little closer and say, "Sarum, what? Sarum, are you okay?" Should call up just to see if he wants a hand.
I'll just wave my back foot. Hello.
Up and down for yes, left and right for no.
Navarro will take that as he's fine and just cross her arms, still with a ready action. And if it moves out of her line of sight, then meh. But only
Sure.
if it tries to attack, then yeah.
Sure. Sarum.
Well, I'm going to try to save my friend. I'm going to keep dragging it to its nest.
All right.
And then I would just like to keep being right next to it and kind of put 2 feet onto it and kind of look at it like intimidating, trying to kind of let it know, like, don't move or I will attack.
All right. Then I'll move you over there.
Should I roll intimidation? What should I roll?
Yeah. Roll an intimidation check.
Oh god, this will go awful. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was about to say.
it's
well,
a
that's
3
stealth.
though. It's a 3.
That's
Oh,
a
that's
stealth.
stealth. Sorry, my bad. Why did it roll stealth? Okay, let's try it again.
You're using up your low rolls.
There you go,
Yep.
13.
All right. That's a little better.
Is it enough though?
We will never know until its turn.
The spider is spooked.
Okay. Good. That's the only thing you're doing.
Yep, I'm not attacking it.
Okay. Home.
Just keeping my bow ready.
In
I have,
case
like-
it comes back.
On my screen, this is about how much of the actual area I can see around my character.
Do you want to light a torch?
That is with a torch.
Do you want to light a second one and throw it on the balcony?
No, he's trying to trick you.
I mean, it'll increase your vision.
No. Although we need to teach Silic summon how to use one of its eyes as a giant flashlight. That would be great.
I know, right?
And technically, you just have to cast the dark vision spell on you 100 days straight.
Mm, I don't think that works that way, but okay.
I mean, give it a shot.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Who does that
At
spell?
this, at this rate, you will probably be ending up doing it anyways.
The giant spider
Hmm.
is going to hiss at you, Sam, and try to make
Threatening
itself
me or
look.
attack?
It is trying to make itself look as big and scary as possible.
So it's trying to intimidate me back?
Yeah.
Really? Alright. What do I need to roll? Insight?
Insight, yeah.
So, that spider is a weird spider. 19.
Okay. It lifts up onto its back two legs and tries to like reach out as much as possible with its legs, but it gets caught up in its own webs,
Great. Spider.
and it's basically like crucified between or on the entrance of its little web nest as it hisses
Nice.
at you.
Alright.
Sick.
I'm not going to attack it, so yeah.
Sure.
1 second.
So I can't see the spider now.
Nope.
I can't kill the spider now.
You can throw something flammable up there.
Could.
That would probably kill
But
it.
then again, that is not the wise thing to do in this companionship. No, I will just shout.
That's up to you. You could probably send Drax up there. It could bite it to death eventually.
I will tell Drax to shout something horrendous after them, and then I will do the same. Damn you, Sarum.
Love you! Trending!
And that's our turn.
Drush.
Urge to set everything on fire, surging.
Oh God.
But the lack of target is making that hard. But
I mean, you've seen the reaction now a couple of times.
yes, and since I've seen the reaction a couple of times, and I know that this place has another room and also a staircase, do I think the same type of conflagration would happen?
It could be a little different, but the core aspects of it are largely the same. You're in a big room with what you know to be just one exit so far that you've seen.
But everything lies in the
I'm back.
preparation. We were totally unprepared the last few times Sarum tried to kill us.
What was that about me killing you?
Just remembering when you lit a gas chamber on fire.
I was trying to help.
The
That
gas
turned out very-
chamber? I don't think you were in Germany.
Sometimes.
It was a
So,
chamber
almost.
full of gas.
Well,
Here we go.
I'm gonna get back to my business.
Alright, spider's gone. Let's deal back with that.
Yeah, it's just one spider so far. We have our own spider. It evens out. So B O B.
All right, so you go back to scratching away names.
Yes.
He's basically
Okay.
graffitiing in the sarcophagi.
No, I'm
Yeah.
naming these poor fuckers. This one is now Bob. One's going to be Roger. This is Dick. And the
Why
last
Dick?
one's gonna be
That's a bad name for one.
Because William would be too hard.
Oh. Last one's gonna be Julian, though.
Julian! We love you, Julie!
He works probably at a Starbucks in the afterlife.
Probably.
Well, in that case, never.
Okay. I'll go up the stairs just to keep an eye on Sarum. So I'll go upstairs so we can see him.
Sure. Well, in that case, you'll find yourself there. In a the balcony is almost completely covered in webs. Moving through here is going to be pretty tough, to say the least. You see the spiders barely in between the webs, in like this large nest on the other side of the balcony.
And you will see me kind of trying to keep it at bay. I mean, basically just hissing at the spider, and it's hissing back at me, which is lovely.
Yeah.
We are just having fun here.
Yep.
Nero will kind of lean against the wall and then prep a sacred flame in case the spider tries to go for Sarum.
All right.
Okay.
And that will end our turn.
Sure. So,
By the way, since I have web sense, can I sense Nevara at the entrance?
yes, you would have helped Naivara approaching.
Okay. I would then like to. Well, is the spider relaxed yet, or should I keep trying to
No.
relax it?
It is not relaxed.
So here's a question. Can I use? I mean, it sounds a bit silly, but can I use animal handling to try and calm it down?
You can try.
I'm just asking if it's even possible because I'm a spider, so I don't even know how to say that.
Yeah.
Spider trying to animal handle a spider.
Yeah, but it would be the only skill that would
Yeah.
make any sense. So
So
could
I
try.
have a +4 to it, so it's 13.
13. All right.
I don't know what you need to roll in order to animal handle. Manhandle.
All right. Oof. Okay.
Does it seem more relaxed? Can I go hug it?
A little bit. It's backing away just a tiny little bit back into the nest it's made for itself, while trying to desperately like untangle itself. But it doesn't seem to be quite as aggressive as before.
Could I just, I mean, as a, I don't know, bonus action or a free action, kind of maybe help it a bit free itself?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So you help it free as it
Yep.
backs away into its little lair.
Yep. And I
Alright.
will just try and kind of keep my pose as in don't move, or I will need to react.
Okay.
And that's it. I won't attack it.
Well, in that case, Silic, roll a 1d100.
Thank you, DM. Thank you.
Oh, great.
What
This
is
can
it?
only go well.
He is summoning Baphomet. All right.
Oh God.
Oh, come on. One demon lord's not enough for you.
You rolled a 2 on a 1d100.
Hey, it goes both ways, you know. It's either awesome or it's horrible.
I hope I can roll that on Fane if I need to use Divine Intervention.
Home.
Yes,
Yes.
Are you still waiting?
I am waiting. Yeah.
He means home.
Home.
Oh, hold.
Home. Yeah.
Sorry, I heard Torm.
No, I'm gonna go over and see what desecration is going on to these crypts.
All right. So you're paying no mind to whatever is happening with the spider at this point,
No,
considering that you can't even see it.
I can't even see it, and I basically just figured that Navarra and Saturn have got it handled for now.
Sure.
I'm going to train that spider to be my spider. And it will be
I
my
knew a
spider.
Bob once.
The spider,
Yep.
after
It's free now. But
having been freed
Mhm.
and after having backed away into his nest,
don't do something stupid, spider. I can help you so far.
it turns its butt to you, and it starts to spin a web in front of the little doorway, sealing itself inside.
Wait, inside where? What doorway?
Inside its little nest.
Woohoo! It's safe. I will. Well, I'll let it do it.
Unless I accidentally drop my torch.
Whoopsie. No, you are out of initiative.
Well, I mean, if you drop that torch, I guess you will have another spider to deal with.
Not if you roll poorly.
Well, I will still be serum because even if I lose all my hit points, I get back to be human form. Remember?
Then I'll just have to deal with the serum. Unless I'm dead, which is more than likely.
Navarro will tap one of Sarum's hairy legs and then point towards the doorway. Think you can investigate and see what's behind there?
I will just kind of wave my foot as a yes. Well, since you wanted to communicate using my legs, I will use my legs. I have 8 of them, so I'm good.
I say, wave your leg. What? Wave your leg once for yes. Wave your leg twice for no.
I will wave my legs 3 times, just to confuse you. And I will approach the door.
Sure.
Here's a question. Since I'm not sure how it works in your game, stealthing and opening a door, is that possible?
Yes.
No, okay. So I will stealth.
So the door here
Plus 10.
is
24.
sure. The door here has been basically dug out from the webs.
Okay.
There is a little clear path straight through, and the door has been used and then closed again afterwards.
I will open it stealthily.
Sure.
Or at
You
least try to.
open the doorway
I don't know how a spider opens a door, but okay.
by pushing it.
I guess.
Really depends on the handle.
Yeah.
Can I do a perception while he's opening it to kind of get a clear line of sight of what's going on, before, just in case I need to be combat ready?
And then I will climb onto the
No, you don't
ceiling.
need to roll anything for that.
Okay.
I will climb onto the ceiling at this point.
Sure.
What height is the ceiling here? So I can write the height.
It's about 15 feet
15. Alright.
for now, at least.
La,
And
la, 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 la.
pause in that chamber
Sure.
and handle Midrash home and select. So, Midrash, you finish scribbling down Bob onto the empty plaque, and as soon as you have scratched out the name, your scratch marks flare up in an ethereal green flame, which then instantly dissipates, and your scratch marks are gone.
Okay, I think maybe Bob is the next one.
Well, I think that one liked the name Bob.
It's a classical name. But
Sure.
home, you see this symbol down here?
I lean over and stare at the symbol.
Now, disregard the skull part. I mean, there's always skulls on something. The scroll in the mouth, however, that's interesting.
How so?
Clearly, there's going to be something useful in here.
So we just have to find the right name.
Or we find Naivara.
Why Naivara?
Because
She
she
had a
has a universal
hammer.
key.
How does she have a universal key? Oh, oh, I get it now.
Naivara has the master key to all locks, except locks to chests that try to eat you.
But here's the thing. This is definitely magical. I cast detect magic.
Hmm. Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, here we go.
Okay. As soon as you cast detect magic, all plaques on the sarcophagi flare up with this ethereal flame, and this time below with smoke, which coalesces into the figure of a skeletal humanoid rising the entire height of the chamber here. In its skeletal hand, it holds a long scroll, which you can see are a list of names that it unfurls and lets fall to the floor, and the scroll keeps like rolling all the way down, and isn't even like 100th of the way being unfurled by the time it clatters against the far wall.
Does everyone see it or just me?
Everyone sees it. Drax, instantly looking at this a figure emanating from the sarcophagi, slinks away behind Silic.
Hello. I see you already made a list. Are you gonna check it twice?
You see the figure reach up with its free skeletal hand, and with a puff of smoke, a quill appears in the hand. It moves the hand down onto the unfurled bit of scroll, and as it slowly scrapes down the first line, you hear or you feel a sudden shock of just agony rip through you.
Ow! I didn't know it was getting old. I think my back just gave out.
As you take 7 psychic damage. It pauses and looks down at you.
Are you perhaps a avatar of Jergal? Or Jergal, actually.
Jerkle.
It slowly begins to lower the quill back on the paper. And makes another scrawled line. Take 6 psychic damage as the shock rends through you. He's counting if you can take it.
No, I just had to do the math. That really hurts. Why?
The figure slowly lowers the quill, this time to point at the lid of the sarcophagus and the nameplate.
Considering I have forgotten everything we have learned about this tomb, I'm sure there is some kind of riddle here involved in figuring out who is the 4 people buried.
Good thing you guys are just the best at riddles.
I can't help. I'm away.
Same here. And I wonder
I
if
don't
he'd be
think,
more friendly with Nivara.
I mean, at least this isn't a locked door that you have to open to proceed.
And
Don't
Silic
have to
wants to be
start-
really friendly.
You don't have to start like finding snake pits to try and put snakes on hands or anything.
Well, I mean, he doesn't need to search much for snakes. I mean, I can turn into a snake, no? No, actually, I can't yet. Can
I think you
I? Have
can.
snake now? No, I mean, do I have actually
You
snake?
should.
No, you
You
didn't
should
give
buy
me
the snake.
snake. Oh, yeah, I do. Poisonous snake, yeah.
So, me being a terrible person of memory, I know we have learned a lot of things about this particular tomb as we have ventured through it. Is there anything I can roll to remember? I would imagine my character probably remembers, but I don't.
Well, it is a bit of a difference between you that has
Yeah.
like 4 weeks of travels and the character that has like 2 days of travel.
And you did just suffer some mental issues.
Breakdowns.
Yeah.
Mental backlash.
What kind of information?
Knowing that there are 4 sarcophagi, I want to see if I can recall if this is the tomb of someone of importance, and that happens to be 4 people, or if they have 4 people, like tenants or anything of note in their care.
So far,
I
I
don't
think
remember
you
what the
would've-
ghost told me.
I think you've Midrash would be able to pick up on the fact that so far 4 appears to be a theme in this tomb, especially in regards to statues. However,
Yeah.
none of the statues themselves have been exactly alike from one room to the other where you've seen them.
And then there's the part of what the spirit I talked to last session told me, which was something I feel like it was something relevant to this, but I have no memory of it. But
Let's see.
since I don't remember and I can't force it to remember, the character would go silent. Because every time he's opened his smart-ass mouth so far, he's taken damage, so he'll try to remain silent and do the scientific approach.
You're gonna be silent?
Yes.
Okay. Home, Silic, are you being silent?
I think so. I'm speaking with Drax in my head.
Okay. Drax is not responding. Drax is securely behind you and stays there, out of sight.
Brave Sir Robin.
How long do you want the silence to linger?
Well, if I let it linger for at least like a minute or 2, that and see that I don't get punished for saying nothing.
Where are you, little mosquito?
Okay. After a minute of silence,
Ah!
the figure before you lifts up the quill, the paper. This time the feather end, and you see it draw with the feather end across where it had been making the markings, and you see the markings suddenly puff away. The light of the few lines that it's made burning through the paper itself before the paper mends itself around them, removing the markings. You see the plaques on the sarcophagi flaring again, and then the figure disappears.
Well, that was something.
Weird.
I wager he wants to be told the true names of the four that lie here.
Probably the only information he wants.
Obviously so. I have a splitting headache.
Or I just
Perhaps
wanted to
there's
tell you. Or I just wanted to tell you, don't touch the plaques.
No.
I'm joking, but go on.
Perhaps there's a clue in these statues. I don't recall what the others had on them.
The only statue in this room is the one in the middle here, of a humanoid figure sitting on a throne. The statue is completely covered in webs as well, obscuring its true nature and form.
Hey, where'd our spider friends go?
No idea. Above the balcony somewhere.
The sound of chittering has disappeared.
Well, in that case, we probably should head out here.
I'm gonna take the point of my arrow and start trying to cut away the webbing around the statue.
All right. It sticks around your arrowhead as you cut through it. But
Start
you
wrapping
manage-
it.
Yeah, it's your arrow starts looking a little bit like cotton candy by the end, but you do manage to cut enough of the web away to the point where you
Eat it.
see an old man seated on the throne. In its hand, or in his hands, a sword. A sword placed like blade pointing down, and the cross guard in his hands by his knees.
Can I? First, I'm gonna throw the arrow to Drax to munch on
Sure.
because
Drax catches it in its mouth and then starts chomping away at the web.
Cotton candy.
then inspect the statue for any other details,
All right.
such as like name plaque or anything like that.
Sure. Selig, Drax floats right in front of your face and opens its mouth. There's like web clinging between its teeth and its tongue and the roof of its mouth and like every little bit. And for somewhere in the middle of this mess that looks like it'll take probably hours to untangle is an arrow shaft.
You know, sometimes you're disgusting. But I do like you. Could you please recycle what you have in your face? I need that other end.
An arrow shaft? Just
Yes.
the arrow. No point, no nothing.
Well, the arrow shaft is what you can see. The point is probably embedded even deeper in the mess of webs.
You know, Drax, if you want to, you can just eat the whole thing. That is if you don't want it home.
Drax is doing that thing where you have like something really sticky in your mouth and like your teeth start sticking together and you can't really move your mouth.
Like a dog with
Like
peanut
eating
butter.
real
Yeah,
Oh.
pretty much. It's going
and real caramel.
You seem to be enjoying yourself, Drax.
You see its central eye bulging a little bit.
After waiting for a bit and seeing nothing in the chamber, Navarro will look over the edge to see what the others are doing. Head
Oh,
back.
I really want to progress, but I'm waiting for our turn. So,
Yeah.
I will look towards Madrash for a little second, by the way.
oh, you're running away.
Madrash,
Yeah, apparently.
are you there?
Yes.
You know, we should really put our vote if we should kill the spider and the bear and Sarah.
Well, our spider can turn into a bear and deal with the other spiders, so I'm not really concerned for his well-being.
This is true, but he disgusts me. We should talk about how we could ease our burden of looking at him when he turns.
Well, here's the thing. I'm standing out here where there's no webs and where the backdraft is going to appear. So I was thinking I could
Yeah, I'm
find
coming.
somebody
Yes.
staying out here and tossing fire inside.
That sounds like a very good idea that our group would be a perfect fit for.
Ideally, we should get everyone out except Sarah.
I like this plan more and more by the second. Oh,
I'm just gonna look over my shoulder like, what?
we are going to die if we don't get you out of there now. I am talking to you in your brain. I like to be inside your brain.
Before I leave, do I notice anything like a plaque or anything on the statue?
No. You do not.
Your brain is so Oh, how are you doing? We should do it now, Patrice. He's here.
Who is here?
Not you, apparently. It seems.
So,
Obviously.
before you did that, Navarra and Sarum,
Hmm.
as you entered into the room right here, instantly the
I was
square
on
room,
sitting, remember?
yes,
Okay.
instantly the room you entered illuminates. There is a winding stair to the south here,
It moves down or up these stairs?
down.
Okay.
Um,
What is the illumination from?
all around you, the walls themselves appear to illuminate. You have time to discern the winding stairs before the walls seem to paint themselves with rich images. A magic painting depicts a spring day on a high green hill, making it seem as if the sun reaches this room as well as the green slope. You can almost smell apple blossoms and awakening flowers. People in fine clothes stand around the hill, and it is as if you are among them. Central in the scene is a tall, raven-haired man dressed in a shining plate armor, kneeling before a blonde man and a red-haired woman, each of them wearing golden crowns. The image fades and the light diminishes, but doesn't go out.
If I will examine the painting a bit more, see if there's any writing or anything like that.
And the painting goes away. It's
Oh,
just
okay.
bare walls afterwards.
This is interesting. Maybe I will mutter under a breath.
I will wave 2 feet at you. I can't actually talk, so.
I'll call to him. Hold on, Sarah. We should wait for the others.
I will kind of turn and then start skittering quickly towards the other side.
Sure. When you were around here, Zarm, you would
Mhm.
have been able to note two gleaming doors
Yeah, I noticed
in
them.
the chamber.
I just, I can't. Well, he doesn't want to approach, so
Each of the engraved each of the doors is engraved with the symbol of a skull biting down on a scroll. You also note that another winding staircase leads down right here.
does that skull? Is there any difference between the two skulls?
No.
Is there any decoration apart from the scroll? I mean, apart from the
Make a
skull and the
perception
scroll.
check.
Okay. Rolling with the spider again. Perception. Where are you? Not persuasion, perception. 8 plus 4. 10. Amazing.
Okay. You note that there are like small door handles on the doors on either side. There appear to be like these kind of wax or clay seals wrapped around them. The one up here appears to be in much worse shape than the one down here. You're not quite sure if it's broken from your visit into the chamber, though, and your angle on the ceiling.
Okay. Well, I mean, I can just climb down onto the door, so I will do that and examine it closer.
You didn't want to follow Navarre up.
I thought that it's just regular doors, so, regular doors are boring, but, doors with fancy skulls are interesting.
Sure. All right. As you crawl down, you do note that there are some crumpled pieces of clay or dried wax on the floor. So the seal appears to be broken on this room.
Would it be? I mean, this seal, would it resemble like a seal you put on a letter in order to make sure that no one enters, that opens it?
Yes, kind of. It's more like a two halves of like a clay tube, kind of, that locked the door handle in place, and it has been sealed further with like a wax all around the joining point.
Would it look like
As well as,
someone
like,
cut it
little-
open or broke it open?
It looks like it's been broken.
All right, so someone or something opened it. Probably.
But did not open this one.
Yeah. Why? Okay, so I can see a third door.
Yes, further down.
Yep. Is there a skull on that one as well?
No.
Is there anything on that door?
It is a plain stone door.
Huh. Well, now I'm curious. You got me curious.
Good.
So, yeah. I will just, before you move to them, which I guess that you want to do, I will signal to Nevar to approach.
Navarre will come down and ask, "What is it?"
I will point with my legs to the two doors, and then kind of approach each door and point to the seal, and which one is open and the other is not.
So, as soon as you step down the staircase, Navarra, you see the doors. You see the engravings, skulls biting down on scrolls. But as you descend the stairs, the room quickly fills with the image of the hill you saw before, now covered in brown grass, flames leaping into the sky off in the distance. The dark-haired man in shining armor wields two curved swords, battling howling goblinoids and baying wolves. Beside him fights the blonde king wielding the black longsword. Light sparkles on the blade and the king's crowned helmet. The red-haired woman holds her ground behind, and between the two, her staff held aloft as lightning strikes her foes. Your hair stands on end, and your skin tingles, as if electricity were really in the air. As the image fades, you take note again of the doors and the stairs in the magic half-light of the room.
I have a question. Do I also see the imagery?
Yes, but it appears to be triggered only once.
Nevara gets down.
Nevara blinks for a moment and just shakes her head. What?
Well,
In the
pointing at the
meanwhile, you
doors.
probably hear a whooshing sound, fire raging behind you.
Oh God.
Can I see fire like here?
Well, wait a second, because we're gonna jump over to Silic.
Yes.
You want to
Yeah.
torch the place?
Yes, I'm currently dying. She killed me this time.
Alright.
I swear to shit.
Did she fart in the room?
För att vifta om mikrofon. It's not a good match, you know.
Is that
30?
your rectal thermometer?
Yes.
34?
Yes.
33?
Yes. Anyways, even if it was 34 or 33, it's above 30 degrees Celsius.
Now, before you get a heat stroke and toss fire in there just to get the backdraft right in our face, we should probably consider how to not be affected by the backdraft.
You could jump on the webs stretching right here.
Yeah, that sounds like a brilliant idea.
I'm sorry, I had a heat stroke. What
Standing
were we
on
saying?
top of the bottomless pit seems like a good idea to me.
Well,
I
we
mean, if
don't
it's-
know if it's bottomless.
Wait. If it's
I mean, you'll
bottomless, it
find
is a
out
good
soon
idea.
enough.
I like
If
to
it
be
is bottomless,
present.
it is a good idea.
I like to be a part of the discussion concerning my body. Concerning my body? Concerning my
I mean, eventually
Concerning.
you will find the planet's natural gravitation point.
Yep.
Center of gravitation.
And then you will fly back to China.
Mm.
Be right
That
back.
depends on where you are, you know?
So is anyone
China
got
is
any
always the
idea
second
how we can
side.
avoid this?
Avoid the flames?
We
Well,
could
the assumption
stand.
is it's going to explode out in this direction towards us and then propagate from here. But
Yes, but from our own experience, wouldn't it be like a whoom in a almost a like a rectangle out of the doorway? It's like just a wall of fire, bursting and cleaning and
A
dying.
beautiful wall of flame.
Yes, but of course, when we are standing next to the door, we wouldn't die because we would be standing outside of the door, and the door would be our cover from the flame. From the
one
door.
moment, I have a curious thing here.
Medrash, where?
I'm gonna make
Medrash.
a full circuit using the spirit cartographer.
Sure.
What the hell is she doing?
Okay, I'm safe at least. I'll check them out.
Medrash. Medrash. Helm, shall we, fellow? Should you throw in the flame, or should I throw in the... Who are throwing in the flame? Who has the
Does the
flame?
map show any secret doors here?
Secret doors. No.
Any other secrets?
Well, I have a secret.
It shows a large secret compartment right here behind the waterfall.
Oh, checking it out. I think I found something.
Is it flame?
I'll head towards the sound of Midrash yelling.
Also,
That's what
maybe
I
this
actually-
waterfall will at least convert a lot of the flames into steam. It might even protect us.
Are we going to go for a tic-tac-toe with rock, paper, scissors, or something else that are going to determine who is going to throw in the flame in the aforementioned room that we are thrown to something with a flame?
Well, whoever doesn't want the blame.
I'll do it.
That was
But
easy.
before you do, let me see what's behind here, okay?
Is there a way that I could jury rig one of my arrows to be a flaming arrow?
Absolutely, if you had some webs
Oh,
or something
Look.
else flammable.
Nah, I think we're fresh out of webs.
oh look, let's right in front of me. Stick the tip of an arrow in.
In Drax's mouth.
No,
You just
not Drax's
pull
mouth,
the-
the webbing to the side of me.
Oh no. Alright. You don't want to touch Drax's mouth.
I don't want to put another arrow in Drax's mouth.
Uh,
Silk may yell at me.
I'm really
Yeah.
curious. What's behind the waterfall?
What's
Okay.
behind waterfall
You,
number one?
you you pull aside a panel of stone that has been remarkably well made to look like the surrounding walls. Behind it, you find a low, like a foot locker, very expensive looking foot locker, about what would it be, like 6 feet in length.
Can we fit?
I guess one of you would be able to fit it. Not Midrash,
I
probably.
wanna open it.
Sure. You open the
Also, I have detect magic still up, so
yeah.
do I see anything?
No. You yeah, you open the footlocker, and instantly you hear this sound of like air horns going off, "Ba, ba, ba, ba," and then this puff of glitter dust puffs out directly into your face in all the colors of the rainbow.
That was a prideful moment right there, Midrash.
Inside, after all of the glitter has dissipated from the air and tangled itself onto your scales, your clothes, everything.
Everything in a 10-foot radius, because glitter.
Yeah. That's more like 20-foot radius.
Oh god, it was that explosive.
Yeah.
This better be worth it.
There is a
I have to ask who left his mouth open when it went off.
Drax.
You know how when you open the chest, you go like,
Yeah. You'll be shitting glitter for like 2 years.
yeah.
And even
Yes.
then, it still wouldn't be out your system.
And that is exactly what Vax looks like now, a disco ball with glitter.
In my poo.
Drax is very shiny at this point. He looks like he's from a very camp stage display. Inside the footlocker, you dig around and you discover a small box, a wooden box, almost like a one of those like jewelry boxes.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Jack-o'-lantern.
What's in the box?
Light version monocle.
It's a monocle that's being filled with glitter.
No, it's a smaller box, and then you open that and smaller box. Just you keep opening boxes.
They're so
Until you
full
get
of
to one
themselves.
Oh god, that's a great cursed item.
that's a box within a box.
An ending
An
opening
endless
box.
of boxes.
Yeah.
Every box
No.
you
um,
empty duplicates item.
Inside the box, you find a small, almost miniature-sized wand, which bears a symbol on it, which I suppose you would have seen before on the signet ring you returned. This is the emblem. The emblem. This is the emblem for.
It's a special emblem. It's not a regular emblem. It's an
Yeah.
emblem.
Yeah. This particular one isn't exactly the kind on the signet rings. It's the Harpel family signet.
Is it magical?
Yep.
Let's see if Chris wants
So-
something made from the Harpels.
You just see him like open it and look at the tiny wand, see that it's magical, and then sees the Harpel and just
Close the lid instantly. All right. So you close the lid, place it back down, and start moving in the opposite direction.
that box contains a wand of the Harpels, so it's probably a wand of disaster.
This is like my balls. We should probably take it with us.
Logic.
Yeah, you can take it. I can identify it for you, but I'm not.
Would you be so kindly
I'm not sure I
to,
wanna-
if you could do
I'm not
that?
sure I want to risk identifying it.
I would love to. If you could risk your well-being for me, I would really appreciate it, and probably maybe make you a sandwich later with Navarra.
Here's the thing, though. We could put all our belongings in this coffer, douse it in the water so it'll resist the heat a bit more. Probably should put our clothing in too. I hope you're not afraid to be naked. I'm not. Then we can douse ourselves in the water, and then we light all the stuff on fire.
You know, normally I would be totally and utterly and 100% in on this, and I would probably a little bit aroused myself. But then again, this is quite a sausage party. And being a sandwich, the meat in the sandwich in this kind of a sandwich is not as enticing as it would be with other parts of the gender spectrum. And
I was
I-
still talking about the sandwich.
What?
I lean my bow and the arrow wrapped in webbing and my torch against the wall away from the waterfall,
Sure.
keeping the torch away from the arrow for now. Soak
Should we
myself
get
in the
naked?
waterfall entirely.
Should we vote
Okay.
for it?
I'll put all my belongings, everything that I don't think will not resist the fire. Just put it in the coffer.
You know,
Okay.
I'm going to follow his lead. I am stark naked, wafting in the wind. Right next to home.
You should
Okay.
probably check out that mole.
It's cold. That's not a mole.
Oh.
Yes. It's genetic. It's
So
hereditary.
there's 3 soaking wet dudes standing by a waterfall.
Waterfall.
That sounds like the beginning
So-
of a horrible joke.
Do you close the footlocker after?
Yes, and put it back behind the panel.
Okay. So you put the panel back on. All right.
Yes.
So what if he does that? Is there a click? What happens? Okay, so it's not
I
like
don't know.
there was
Who's-
a mimic.
Who's firing the arrow?
That would be
So
me.
here's the thing, Holm. If you do this, you're going to end up on her bad side. If anything, she'll give you a cold shoulder.
I don't think our shoulders will be very cold after this.
Silic will just look down shamingly.
You'll still be very cold-hearted.
I just put the arrow over the torch, light it, aim straight to the door.
All right.
Here we go.
Good.
I'll take the dodge action.
All right.
I'll take that. I'm hiding in the waterfall action.
I didn't know.
Okay.
No, I
I'm
mean,
gonna
I'm
hold
going
Drax.
to take the. I'm
under
going to
the
take
water.
the. I'm not in the room action.
I'm gonna
yeah,
try to
Drax.
position Drax in front of my testes. Well, face the other way.
So,
I just saw that image.
You can all see moving Drax slowly down.
This huge
No one needs to know
opening.
now, Drax. No.
Make sure Jax
Drax is
doesn't
facing
jump.
him, he's moving him down, and he's like, hang on. I'm just picturing Silic just Drax's face again, mouth open, still with the web in his mouth,
Yeah.
pulling him down, and then getting him to about belly height and going, wait.
No one needs to know, Drax. No one needs to know.
You've seen too much already, Drax.
Never mind. Drax has 4 eyes.
Actually, 5.
Aww.
You know, now that I think about it, Silic can wear Drax as a sporran.
As a
What?
A sporran.
What's a sporran?
Yeah, what's
It's
the
the thing that sits in front of a kilt in front of your junk.
Oh yes.
The big
Oh
one.
my god. I could just tie 2 of his eyes around my body.
Is Drax Scottish?
I don't know, my character's wearing a sporran.
Oh man. Home. Why don't you roll a 1d20?
A 3!
All right.
Oh god.
You
Is
see
this
your
going to shoot the
arrow.
party?
You see your arrow fly off into the distance. It goes straight through the doorway and lands deep in the room. You then see this glow as it slowly starts to burn.
and you briefly hear, "Boy, this was a bad idea."
Silic,
1d100.
roll a 1d100.
When do you want something bad to happen, he has Silic roll. I've noticed that.
Yeah.
Navara, roll a 1d100.
Oh my god. Oh, this is if we're gonna hook up or not. 75.
Yes,
Oh.
if you roll the same number, you get to hook up.
Oh, that was nice.
But he missed
Unfortunately,
it by...
that means that you will never do so. Navara.
Yeah?
You start hearing this strange noise from the other room.
Define
It's-
strange.
It's like a crackling sound, and it comes with this smell of burning.
Do I recognize the crackling sound for what it is, considering?
You'd be safe to assume that yes, you can assume it's fire.
Can I hear it?
Yes.
Navar
Really
will
so.
just face palm and go, "What have those idiots done now?"
I will. Can
you
I
see an
use...
orange glow filling the
I want to use a web
balcony.
to try and grab Nevara and just to drag her to the side.
All
Just
right.
drag her to this side.
Yes, encase certain webs. That's good.
Yes.
Very.
I mean, if those flames reach us, We're dead anyway, so might as well.
If
This part, I don't think there were webs here, so
Were there?
I don't know. Yeah,
Well,
This
the
is a
spider lived there, so.
web-free zone.
no,
spider.
they're further in than that.
Oh, okay. But
so
how many minutes has
Neymar,
it
did you let
passed?
me drag you?
I kind of like, what the? And she goes, oh, possibly a good idea. And then she lets you do it.
I'll just drag her to the side, try to save her from if any flames reach us.
Daddy, Granny needs you.
Yeah,
Probably a
Daddy.
pickle jar. How many minutes has it
Daddy!
has passed since we last saw them? Or since Nevara was in the room with us?
Maybe 6 or 7.
Wow,
It's
we are
not been
horrible.
That long.
So if she took her time being vigilant or like being on her toes and guarding herself, I guess, just being on the lookout for danger while she was following, she would arrive and barely be done with her things when she heard this. So we would be pretty goddamn effective in burning the shit down when she was gone.
Yeah.
That didn't take long at all.
Nope.
I'm impressed. I like it.
So, the fire spreads quite slowly at first, but then picking up speed and ferocity. The balcony is set aflame just the same as the lower chamber. You hear the squeal of a spider and then a nasty pop as it gets cooked alive in its nest.
Aw, poor spider.
Yay, dinner.
I must say, I tried to save that one.
Yeah,
You just left a few children unattended. What the heck do you think would happen?
If a fire starts approaching us, I'm gonna prep my cold breath to put it out.
all right. The the flames are not due to the shape of the balcony, its openness as well as the location of the door. The flames definitely head this way, but they don't emerge very far. It is not like a sudden rush of fire out of there.
Would it be like reaching where, like here?
You can feel the heat.
Okay.
The flames themselves don't gain purchase in this room though, so they reach like around here maybe
Okay.
on this line.
I am back.
In
Maybe
the
I
other
will.
direction.
Go on, sorry.
No, you first.
Maybe I will look to Sarah. I really hope those idiots haven't cooked themselves alive. I mean, for God's sake, why? And then she
Oh.
just shakes her head.
You will see Serum do these silent because he's not sure if anyone is listening around. So basically, you will see him like looking angrily towards the entrance, and then kind of turn towards the two doors and kind of look again back. And it kind of give, if a spider could do it, I would probably whimper, as well. My friend is cooking and dying from, well, a nice fire.
Does it smell good?
I don't want to know.
Speaking of smelling good, the fire rushes out of the chamber towards the waterfall. Here, however, the flames do gain purchase.
Because there's the massive
Webs. And the
Good thing that they've put webs there. It's a good
Yeah.
thing.
is really good.
Our deaths are on you.
However,
I didn't put the fire. I just put the webs.
With the fire and the flames, they will carry on.
However, the fire doesn't exactly burst straight towards you. It broils up over the pit, mixing with or some of its force dissipating due to the waterfall. You see a spout of flame for a moment as it rises both up and reaches down along the pit beside you, before it finally then dissipates as it burns away the webbing here.
See? All according to plan.
There was a plan.
I have an idea.
Don't
Theo.
die, or don't die.
I would like to go. You, Navarro, you will see me approach here, and then go over to the doorway. And I would like to just cover this doorway full of webs to block it completely. You'll see me slowly kind of put the web all across
I
the thing.
mean, you could Spider-Man it and grab the door and close it.
Oh, sure. That's actually a better idea. So I will go here, close the door, and then seal it off.
Yep.
There
It's
you
done.
go.
No flames.
I'll look to Saruman and cross my arms. And what if the others manage to survive that bout of insanity?
I will point towards the webs. I can't talk. I would like to remind you that.
I know, but I was like, oh, for God's sake, can you transform back?
We will see me kind of looking at you, thinking for a moment. And then just for safe measure, I will double up the webbings on the door, and then I will transform back to myself.
Sure.
I'll
Meanwhile-
go and grab my stuff.
Sure.
My items, not my junk.
You
Why not both?
You move aside the secret wall. Roll a 1d100. All right. Silly. Roll a 1d100.
This is just gonna be worse and worse and worse and worse.
Home, did you put your stuff in
Nope.
there as well?
I just sucked myself under the waterfall.
All right. Good. So you open the hidden panel and find a footlocker. A closed footlocker within.
And I'll open said food locker.
You hear air horns coming off as soon as you open, and a shower of glitter spouts directly over you.
Over our wet clothes and skin.
Yeah, filling a 20-foot radius. Inside the footlocker, you find a small jewelry box.
Oh God.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hey, look. I'll open the jewelry locker.
You open the jewelry box, and inside you find a small, finely carved wooden ornament of a unicorn.
This wasn't here the last time. I'll take out the unicorn and kind of look at it, inspect it for magic.
The unicorn is not magical.
So it's a wooden unicorn, right?
Yep.
I like it.
Where are you gonna keep it?
In my hand.
All right.
You know, I feel like we're missing something here, Silik.
What would that be?
Well, it is a bit drafty.
Oh, yes, I know. Trust me. You can tell that I know.
And now that the residual heat of the fire is gone, I can tell that that water is really cold, too.
Yes, but with the residual heat, you would expect me to have a change. Seems like
Drax
there's
floats
no-
around, still around waist height.
Yes.
He pauses between the two of you and goes, "Seeing you."
You don't have to point that out.
Oh, right. This is probably the wrong box. Let me just close it and put it back in there. And this is probably a secret compartment haversack.
A secret compartment haversack, you say?
Definitely. I'll put the unicorn back in, close the coffer, and close the secret panel, and then open it again.
All right. Roll a 1d100. Silik, roll a 1d100.
I don't like it when you tell me to roll a 1d100. You know how that's going to end up.
Uh-oh.
Oh God.
What does that mean? Is that good?
You open the hidden panel. Inside is a footlocker.
Let's see if the correct footlocker.
You open the footlocker. There is a sudden burst of air horns as a
Or
shower
glitter.
of glitter.
They're going to be absolutely
Huge
glitter by the end.
By the time they will finish with this, I'm guessing they will just be pure glitter walking.
This entire area is just glitter.
Apart
Inside
from the
the
one
place.
section with the
Inside the
question is, can they
footlocker,
hear it?
there are very faint noises somewhere from the previous rooms. Inside the footlocker, you discover your belongings, Midrash,
Oh,
as well
there
as
they
a small jewelry box.
go. Jewelry box. I'll take his stuff and kind of. Wasn't that the? So like you should probably grab your stuff, but
Drax has that covered. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yes, I should probably grab my stuff.
Your stuff is not there, Silik.
Oh, my stuff is not there. That's right. And you also, your mouth
I
is
thought you said
flapping,
you-
but I can't hear anything what you say. It's like
I
you're
thought
doing
you
this,
said-
but I hear this.
I thought you said that box that you wanted it.
Yes. Hold on.
Aren't you gonna take it?
Passing thought. What? What did you say?
One.
One.
Wand.
One.
Not your wand. That wand.
This one. Yes,
think it's-
because I am a spellcaster. Of course.
No, you said you wanted it.
I wanted wand.
Yeah.
Ah. You know, I think I'm suffering from a heat stroke. I'm sorry.
Do you open the jewelry box?
I'll open it for him and kind of present it to him.
Thanks.
Sure.
He'll look kind of dazed.
Inside are all of your, but in miniature size.
You cut out
You
at a
were cut
very
off at
crucial
some-
moment.
Yeah.
Inside the jewelry box are all of Silik's belongings, except that they are in miniature size.
Oh, God.
Well, you have
Wow.
your stuff.
So, I think you washed these on too high a temperature.
To be fair, it was Holmes. Holmes is the one that was washing my clothes at a higher temperature. The water was there from before, but I think I was kind of parting with my clothes.
You had regular, like, traveler's clothing, didn't you? Or were you wearing robes?
I think I had an awesome robe or something. I actually didn't specify that much.
You had the cloak of billowing.
I had the cloak of billowing. That probably means something.
It is
Which
now
is now-
billowing very tinily.
It's less than a tiny handkerchief billowing. I'll just pick
matter.
it up and hold it.
It has a name, and that is awesome.
The scrap of fabric of billowing.
This is the handkerchief of billowing. It's just
Just
awesome.
take out a tiny set of underwear. Just
You probably shouldn't flip them inside out once in a while.
Yes. I have a doll collection, and I also like to dress up rocks. Also, we should be looking for some clothing of some sort.
Well, I mean, the clothing is one issue, but you put all that you have in there, didn't you? Is that a toothpick? No, that's your weapon, isn't it?
To be fair, I rarely used it. To be fair. But yes, I could use that as a toothpick.
You probably have more use for it as a toothpick than a weapon.
Don't speak like that with Drax where he is. We should probably find me some clothing before Drax is getting seasick.
I'm sure Sarum can spin you some temporary clothing.
Do you really think so? He is the reason that we are almost dead.
Or you can try again and see if you get it larger.
Wait,
should try
how
it
am
again
I
and
the
see-
reason for you being almost dead?
It's
Yeah,
almost
let's
like I can feel him in my
I wasn't
mind.
even
asking,
around.
why is he the reason that we are almost dead? Well, if he was here, I would ask or tell the proverbial spider, because it's always you. I would always find a way to beat the Sarum. Yes.
I have a chain shirt, but without any underclothing.
That's going to be cold, and I would...
Well, that is one thing, but you're going to get one hell of an armor chafe.
That's also, yes. And I would believe that Drax is not going to be taken too kindly to be my protection in the long term.
But there is an upside to it. It is chain, meaning that you will be. There's not going to be a strand of hair left on your entire body.
You know, I didn't have that much hair to begin with, my friend.
So
Don't you
that's
see
how
that
they
I am
did later
quite-
in those days?
I am quite nice. Thank you very much. I'm like a teenager. Before puberty.
So you want to keep your miniature-sized
No!
equipment?
We should probably try to fix that. How can we fix that?
Well, in the meantime, the Tannerak horn that I have, is it hollow?
The Tannerak horn, it is not.
Well, it's not like it needs it to be hollow, actually.
I'll tie a rope around it and kind of hand it over.
Here you go, underwear.
You're too kind, Madras. I still feel like we should explore the possibilities of me getting my robes back into the proper
No.
fittings.
Now, what are you gonna do about that?
Could we just close the lid and open it again?
Do you want to try?
We should probably
All
try. I
lids?
mean, what?
You have to specify which lid you're closing because there in total is 3 lids. The jewelry box, the coffer, and the secret door.
And which one would I want? Is this a secret door?
Well, the secret opening for it because it was well hidden. It's a panel of sorts.
Do not know what shrunk our clothing?
Well, it's one of the 3.
Yes, it's one of the 3, but it's like a 33
I just haven't
point.
bothered. I haven't bothered testing, so you can just work your way out.
We shall try again. We should start with the secret coffer.
All right. So you close the lid,
Yes.
put everything back except Midrash's equipment is now out of the footlocker.
Yes.
All right. You close the secret compartment.
Yes.
Then you walk away.
No, I want to open it again to see if the clothing are there.
All right. Well, what do you want to do?
Damn it.
Good attempt, Theo. Good attempt.
All right. You
I'll be,
open the secret
Before he
compartment.
opens, I want to just cover my face.
Sure.
At
Not
this
sure if
point,
it
my
helps after
back's to
this
it.
much. After this much confetti, I'm not sure it helps to still put
Oh,
your
it's not just confetti, it's glitter.
glitter sticks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
And we're wet.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a while to get them.
Yeah. So, Silic, you discover a footlocker.
Cool.
Who would have guessed?
Who would have guessed? What is in the footlocker?
You open the lid on the footlocker,
Yes.
and
Your head gets bitten off.
there is a sudden burst of air horns, and glitter spews out in a 20-foot radius. Inside,
Overshit turns us back.
inside is a jewelry box.
I open the jewelry box then.
Inside the jewelry box is another jewelry box.
I open the jewelry box then.
Inside the second jewelry box, there is like a war games miniature of a dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
Someone has been playing D&D.
with a battle axe.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
I know where this is going.
As well as a tiny little fish sticking out of its beard.
Oh my god, dude. For fuck's sake.
It begins to rant and ramble up at you with a tiny squeaky voice and a fake, posh British accent.
Hey, that was not fake. I think it sounds awesome the way he talks to me.
You can't quite make out what it's saying, but it is definitely riled up.
The
by
river was
something.
shit.
Yeah, I can totally get what he's saying. Can I
Eat
talk to
him.
him?
Eat
Can I?
him.
Hmm?
Eat him.
Eat him? I want to take him with me if I can.
Where do you store him?
In
You
my
have no
pocket.
pockets.
In my
On
pocket.
his shoulder.
Give it
From
to
the
Drag.
river
What
that was
pocket
shit
do you
into a
have?
pocket full of shit. Wait, oh shit, there's no pockets.
Okay, so I will then put him on top of Drax's head. And then I
Put 'em
will
in your
shut...
prison pocket.
All four eyes on Drax's head turn to look at the dwarf. And
Nice.
the dwarf starts swinging his battle axe at the eye stalks, trying to swat them away.
This is a fucking... this is a t-shirt design, by the way.
Totally.
I close
Get on it.
the jewelry boxes and the coffer, or the footlocker.
Sure.
And the coffer, I guess?
The sacred compartment, you mean?
Yes, okay, so... What else can I try to get my clothing back? Just repeat the process?
Mm-hmm.
I guess
I will do that.
unless you have something else.
No, I'll do that.
Before he goes to open it again, I would like to move at least 30 feet away from the...
Fucking finally.
Wait, you now
22
remember to move
feet.
after you're like completely covered in
Yeah.
glitter. Now you remember to move.
You look like you've been in an Elton John concert or something.
Yeah, think about the beard of the dwarf. He looks like he's a very, very prideful guy at St. Patrick's Day.
Oh yeah, the miniature dwarf stinks. It's rank.
Yeah, and if he's got that fish, he's probably moist too.
Madrash, should we head and check the room's actually clear?
Number 2.
Well, it might take a
Ooh.
while.
Theo,
Yes.
Yeah.
could you close the door where I close the door? I
What?
just want that to be closed,
Why do you want that to be closed?
so they won't know where we are.
Well, they're not gonna see you
I'm
there.
hiding. Come on.
He's playing
I
hide
don't
and
want
seek while I'm
glitter
naked.
with me.
I mean, I think it's unavoidable. Silic, you open the secret compartment again.
Yes.
Roll a 1d100.
I just did. 81.
No, you roll an 81?
Yeah.
Alright.
Do you open it?
Inside the secret compartment is a footlocker.
Cool. I opened the footlocker.
You open the footlocker. There is a spout of noise from air horns going off, as well as a sudden burst of glitter fills a 20-foot radius.
How nice. How nice.
You hear the dwarf on Drax's head cursing as he tries desperately to get these, in comparison, huge pieces of glitter off his like forehead.
Pokeball.
To the dwarf, it's
Time.
literally like entire slabs of paper just.
That is also a fucking t-shirt design. Okay. I guess there's something behind that noise and the glitter.
Inside the footlocker,
What lies within the footlocker?
there is a
Fuck you, Madrash.
inside the footlocker is a box.
Ooh,
This one
there's a box.
very finely painted. It is a quite a like shallow box, about like this deep. It appears to be made out of like perhaps cardboard, something similar.
It's a fancy box made of
On-
cardboard.
Yes.
Laminated
On the
paper.
co-
How does
on the
one make
cover-
a cardboard make fancy?
on the cover, there is a scene of a mostly naked barbarian with a broadsword
My God.
fighting a wave of enemies with a slightly curved text which says "Hero Quest."
Mhm. What the fuck? Okay, so I opened the cardboard. Is there action figure in there too?
Oh hell yeah! It is. There is first a foldable, a foldable board,
Oh, how nice.
and then below that there is miniatures for 4 different races, as well as a foldable little screen, and then stacks of cards, as well as like these cool little miniature furniture that you have to assemble yourself. But would be an excellent addition in any game you ever run.
Of course.
Could it be
of
a good
course.
platform for that dwarf you have?
Yeah, it's the perfect size. There is also a dwarf class, so it'll fit perfectly.
I look at the dwarf and then I pick up that cardboard box and I put it aside and before I shut the boxes and then I try again.
All right, roll a 1d100.
We'll be here all night. Oh, we might actually have
All
it.
right, you open the secret compartment again. There is a footlocker inside.
Oh, nice. What's in the footlocker?
I'm always surprised that there's a footlocker in there. Every single time I was surprised.
Yeah. You open the footlocker. There's a burst of noise and glitter.
Oh my
within.
God. How original.
It hasn't happened the night next older.
It's like I'm looking through a kaleidoscope, but it's just my eyes with different kind of glitter all over the eyeballs.
Do you actually see anything anymore? Because all that glitter in your eyes.
Inside the footlocker, you find all of your equipment,
In
as
huge
well
size.
as a jewelry box.
Ooh, what's in the jewelry box? Of course, I will take out all of my equipment before opening that.
All right.
Will you actually dress up, or will you do that naked
I will do that naked, of course. I will just put it aside.
into the water?
Roll a 1d100. Perfect. Inside the jewelry box is a piece from another miniature, which looks like the same size as the dwarf that you got.
Are you kidding me? Does it just look like a piece, but it's actually, in fact, a whole piece, but its head is missing?
No, it is just a head.
Oh, it's just a head. How nice. Is this a skeletal head that goes well with my current figurine?
Yes, it looks like it would fit perfectly onto the head of.
How awesomely quaint. How does the dwarf react when I am presenting him with this while I'm pulling on my trousers? Oh, look at this. There's a head in here, and it looks like it goes perfectly to your battle axe. Your battle axe looks crude and weirdly unfinished, by the way.
The dwarf tries to grab a hold of Drax's eye stalks and tries to steer Drax towards the jewelry box.
That sounds like Mug.
Drax, however, is having none of it and starts shaking its head violently.
Drax has my... Hold on, I will speak to him telepathetically. Drax, if you want to, you can eat him. I mean, you've got to be hungry after all
Step.
this. Eat him.
Set.
Yes.
Roll a d20.
Well, I guess
This
that's
will
a nice...
be a dexterity saving throw for Mug.
Oh, son.
Hmm.
Wait, actually, that makes him succeed, doesn't it?
Yep.
Hmm.
Mug holds on for dear life.
So I'm picturing that he's kind of just holding on to the end of these eye stalks and wiggling his legs while Drax is like...
Yeah, pretty
That'll be
much,
cool.
yeah.
Nice. I like it. I shall re-robe and I will pocket the dwarf and I will make Drax sit on my shoulder if he pleases. I guess he's had enough of the sea smell anyways, and then we will head back to Medrash and home.
All right. Let's take our break.
Thank God I need ice cream.
Okay.
And he is not planning
Be
on
right
eating
back.
it.
We need some glitter.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. Madrash is not shaking off any of that glitter. He is walking proudly.
He's as sparkly as a vampire now.
More sparkly than a vampire.
You're basically just pure glitter.
I'm a prismatic dragon.
No one will know what kind of dragon you are with that.
I'm a prismatic fighter with a bow,
Well, I'm
which
not
is
sure
also
actually.
prismatic.
Can you actually fight with that much glitter on your weapon?
Me? Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I mean, when you will try to shoot your arrow, won't it be too heavy with all that glitter?
Well, the arrows are in the quiver.
And the quiver is full of glitter.
The outside of it is. And the feathers of the arrows.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. A lot of glitter will go all the way.
Well,
I will look like an MMO character.
if it is really bright, I think you'll get a bonus to the attack because it's so sparkly that they'll just be blinded.
Hmm.
I just want to point out how fucking awesome bursting arrow is gonna look with that.
I just think that you should keep opening that box a lot of times. Just add glitter all over the place. I mean, you can just put a big box next to it and reopen and close that footlocker. And then collect all the glitter and we can sell it in the black market. I don't know why the black market would want the glitter, but sure. Let's go with that.
Yeah, glitter is expensive.
We could open up a strip
actually.
club.
Well, for a strip club, you actually need women.
We've got Nivara, it's fine.
It will attract a very specific crowd.
Exotic dancer.
Sure. The only problem with that is I'm not sure she will dance.
That's why there's quotation marks. Not just around exotic, around the whole sentence.
It's one time that I'm happy that I was away. Very far away from that.
I don't know, that whole event went pretty smoothly compared to our last few stints with fire and webbing.
The 2 times, you mean?
3.
2 times with fire.
2?
What is the third?
Was
Now is the third, but what was the third before this? Oh, he's back with cake.
Fuck you, Sap. I can
Can't
say
hear
that.
you.
I know. I'm gonna go quickly make some coffee.
No!
And decide whether or not I'm gonna shave my beard.
Shave your beard?
Yeah, I have to shave it for work. Well, I don't have to shave it. I gotta
Work
shave
requires
it.
you to shave,
Yep, because I'm working with food.
so it adds taste.
Yes, I either have to shave my beard or wear a beard net.
Ew. How do you wear a beard net?
Carefully and painfully.
It doesn't sound comfortable.
It's not. It's like a face mask, but
Well, I would say you should probably just copy Sep.
just go full bald.
Yes, everywhere.
Well, I mean, Sepp isn't bald all the way. He has some
Actually,
hair.
yes, I am. I shaved the other head just 2 days ago.
I
Oh,
mean,
you're talking
your
about the
head-
beard.
Yes.
No, that's not a beard. That's just the remains of the other shave that he's glued to his face.
Are we actually live currently?
Yes?
Okay.
Yep.
The other PC wanted to do a restart for Windows update.
Nice.
I
Did he give you a choice?
I'm back.
It actually, yeah,
Welcome
4
back.
hours.
In 4 hours, we need to end the stream.
In 4 hours.
Well, I mean, Sepp's computer wants to restart.
Ah.
So we have 4 hours timer going on there.
I think we'll be good.
I think
I'll
so
just
too.
do another postpone.
Sorry?
Won't that happen?
I don't
Sorry,
know
I
what
have
you
my
said, but
face full
something
of
about
ice cream there.
postponing.
Yes, I'm gonna just
So,
postpone
go
it
back.
again.
Nah, you will stay with it.
It's
My
an
brother
illegal
told
software
me,
too. It's a pirated version, so it's just bugging me all the
Oh,
time.
wonderful. Good. My
It's
brother
good to
told
say
me
it
a great
online.
story today.
Hmm?
Oh.
They just moved into a an apartment, into a new apartment. They've been there for 4 days now, I think. The other day, they're on the 5th
Be
floor.
right back.
Their upstairs neighbor, they heard some noise from the upstairs neighbor and went on the balcony, just to like have a look, and then they saw like a bicycle wheel start protruding out from the 6th floor balcony, and then they heard some more noise, and then a whole bicycle was tipped over and out, thrown off the 6th floor balcony onto the ground.
There's a lot of action where you live.
Why?
That was an I don't know.
What?
That's an interesting ways of letting everyone know you don't need your bike.
Yeah.
Or it's free for whomever wants it.
It's probably insurance fraud. It's way too hot in here.
I literally just carved out 25% of a 1 liter ice cream. Like,
And why are you not rubbing it all over your body?
I don't know, but I'm gonna be sick as fuck when I'm done with this shit. This is a big
Also-
spoon, actually. Look.
Yeah, but you right there, you have a temporary source of cold, and you're wasting it on the desk.
No, I'm wasting it inside of my belly.
No.
Is Sep wasting cake?
While you are eating, you are wasting precious amount of cold. Why are you not storing it on your head? Or your groin, that works.
The
Gross
groin is
ice.
better.
Why not both? Just get on the second plate or bowl of whatever you've got.
My girlfriend would start asking questions.
As to
That's
why you have to.
Two girlfriends?
That is a cat on a leash. Torm has his cat on the leash. Because he's afraid to unleash the cat. Oh, cat cam. SWAT.
Well, I mean, it is a black cat.
It's a butt cam. That's a butt
That's not a butt cam, but I
TOS.
won't show you a butt cam because we are still live.
TOS.
Yeah, damn TOS. We'll do it afterwards, Storm.
There goes the bottle.
Not only that, the lamp as well.
Oh, good.
She looks like she will swap the camera in a moment.
That cat has no limitations.
Nope. She can do whatever she wants. She's a good cat.
Well, she's not a good cat. You are a good slave.
That's the definition of a good cat.
Yeah, it's a good master.
Actually, my cat thinks he's a dog.
Well, you probably trained it wrong.
No, I actually trained it. There's a difference.
You don't train cats.
Well, mine is trained.
They train you.
You're crazy, so
You
I know.
endured it biting your ankles for long enough.
He was a
Like
kitten
yellowed.
back then. Now I haven't seen him in 4 days.
well, that doesn't count as a good training if you don't see your cat in 4 days.
Well, last time it was 3 weeks, and he still came back.
Just because he came back after 3 weeks, it means that he just came to visit to say, "Daddy, I'm leaving."
No, he was a douchebag.
He was a douchebag by coming back.
Yeah.
So you hope that he won't come back. That's what it was.
We
Don't
have this
come back.
we have an open-ended relationship.
Yeah, an open
You should
door
have
as
seen
well.
my snap. Do you have me on Snap?
No, because
I don't.
Don't add him on.
Who has
I
me on
have,
Snap?
I have Instagram now.
Cash.
No, Chris doesn't use Snap anymore. Nobody
You throw
here.
him off the platform.
I don't have a snap as well.
This is how I call my cat.
You call your cat.
Hold on.
I saw your face.
Yeah, that was my face actually.
You call your cat your face?
Yes.
I'm not sure how that fits.
There we go.
You do know that we can't see anything, right? Oh, that's a tiny pic of you with something written below.
If you
can't
didn't
make
hear
out
that
what-
either, if I do that one more
Hear
time.
anything.
What the hell?
That was a Viking horn, by the way, and he came.
He answers
That's
The Viking.
Valhalla.
That's how well I have trained him. When he hears that sound, he comes.
He answers the call of Valhalla.
Yes, he does. And every time he
Well,
gets
I mean-
disappointed.
Confirmed
My-
murderfully.
My cat helps bring the people to Valhalla
Exactly.
by killing
He's-
them. By killing them, she brings them to Valhalla, and then your cat can get them from Valhalla.
So, D&D.
Well, yeah, that too.
Yes.
Eventually.
So, what are you doing now?
Shameless plug.
Well, when it will be our turn, we'll do something.
All right.
We're still. Yeah, I'm done. I'm just heading back to them.
All right.
After
I
half
am
an hour of
entering the
opening and
room.
closing that door.
Yeah. It was actually probably closer to 10 minutes.
Hmm. Could I take a short rest while they do that? Just to
Sure.
Really?
Upon entering the room, I discovered there is now giant numbers on the floor that were covered in webbing.
Yes,
They seem to be ancient engravings of giant numbers.
absolutely.
What
Like
has
previously
changed?
stated, it's the creators of this dungeon followed the blueprints a little too closely.
They even drew the lines of the blueprints. Like
Yeah.
Yep. The dungeon has
Well,
grid
not-
lines.
it's not actually tiles. It's just that they drew the
Yeah.
lines on the stone. Just
It's polished stone, and then they got a chisel and went across the stone.
Yeah.
There were some dedicated dwarven masons. I'm assuming they're dwarven because this is like dwarven level stonework with detail.
I mean, considering how straight the lines are, yeah. Obviously.
So Nivara, now that I can speak,
Yes.
maybe we should check what's in that room.
I thought that was a pickup line. Forget it.
Which room were you pointing at?
At the one that is already unsealed.
Sorry.
I'm guessing what?
Which room?
The one that is not sealed.
Oh, you mean around here or?
Yeah, that one. It's not sealed. This one was sealed,
Okay.
according to what I remember.
Okay. I said, shouldn't we go check on the others first and make sure they haven't boiled themselves alive?
I'm pretty sure they have. That's why I want to remain here and not see that monstrosity that they became. Also, they killed my friend.
Well, there is that, but we should make sure they're okay. If nothing else, I'm sure Kelgor will want to know if he's lost 3 helpers for his quest.
You
I like
you
how
are
both of
aware
you are
that they
assuming
were
that it
willing
can't be
to.
an accident.
No, that can't be an accident.
Both of them, no, they did that on purpose. There's no chance someone else did it.
There was no other enemy.
There's another exit. Enemies could have crawled out
I
of
didn't
the
know that there
ceiling,
is another
the
exit.
other place, the endless pit.
I didn't see
Who
any other
knows?
exit. I didn't see any other exit. I had
You
a
did.
web on that pit, so nothing could have gone through.
Except fire.
Well, that is not something I made.
What if a fire element what turned up?
Why is
From
my
the
camera
pit.
so weird?
Meanwhile,
They-
somewhere in the lower Underdark,
Balrog is going up. So Nivara,
Come on. We'll feel better. Let's just go check if they're alive or not, and then we can.
I'm not unsealing my webs. You can go and try and seal that.
She just arches an eyebrow.
I put a double layer there. You can go fudge with that. I'm not doing that.
Don't really want to. Okay, Nevara will light her maul on fire
Really?
with serious light, and just cut the weapon apart with her maul.
all right.
It really is a master key.
You managed to get the door open. You wouldn't even have
You use a level 1 spell to open a door. You
I
are
mean,
where
might
I
as
can
well.
counter fire, right?
Well, you weren't willing to do anything, so
I said that I'm not willing to fudge with it. I didn't say that I can't burn it.
well, anyway. Nevara just looks back at you with her maul on her shoulder, and goes, "Come on, let's go check them out."
I will roll my eyes as I come after you. Well, see what they did?
I'm
They killed
walking
my
halfway.
friend.
I'm walking halfway up the stairs.
Yeah,
Wait, my cat wants something. Theo, can you drag me after him a moment?
Already done.
I take one look at them and go, okay. As I just blink in surprise. What the hell happened to you guys? As I see them all completely covered in glitter.
I'm actually curious as well. I would like to light up a ball of fire in my hand.
All right.
And light sparkles dance across the walls.
How can I move it to see the sparkles all across the walls?
Medrash gives you one of those toothy reptilian giant grins and just entire teeth is just filled with glitter as well.
They all look a lot like disco balls.
Dave, I would just look at all three of them and go, do I even want to know what you guys got up to?
We're prismatic dragons now.
I'm a
They
prismatic human.
Nicola just rolls her eye and shakes her head. Why exactly did you decide it would be a good idea to burn up the webbing?
Well, we were naked.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
There was webbing in this room?
Looks like glitter to me. Oh wait, no, there's glitter on my eyes. Never mind.
You have like glitter on the inside of your eyelid.
That sounds painful.
Yeah.
If you think we look bad, you should see the other guys.
There was a fight with she says her arms crossed.
Yeah,
Was it
there
glitter?
was a
Was
fight, and they brought the fire.
Yes.
We protected ourselves with glitter.
And what exactly was the attacker like?
Glitter monks. Fatally
Made of fire.
allergic to glitter.
It was made of fire, and we protected ourselves in the most fabulous of fashions.
Yes, we sprouted it everywhere.
Because we knew that was a weakness.
You
Yes.
know, Sarah, I'm regretting not listening to you. We should have left these idiots behind.
What happened to the spider serum?
On the plus side, it's gonna look awesome when I shoot my bow.
Also on the
Sarah will
plus
kind of
side.
look at you all. Can I roll insight to detect if they're lying?
Sure.
I mean, I'm kind of, even without knowing, I'm kind of convinced they're lying because their story makes 0 sense.
I'm gonna give you advantage on that.
Woohoo!
Hey, shouldn't we be
So,
defending
This is
ourselves?
ridiculous.
All of us roll deception
you-
then?
If you
Yes.
made sense.
We should all roll deception, especially me.
You're gonna roll deception, and we're gonna take the average. All
Yes.
right.
I think we
Wow!
won, basically.
Wow!
Oh shit! No, no! I thought that was Torm. You just fucked up our average.
That's
It's okay.
17,
We're gonna prevail.
1 and 12. All right. So the DC is 10.
And I rolled a 15, and Navarra rolled a 17.
Which would be an average of 16.
Yup.
Yeah. So something doesn't check out in this story.
You don't say. Glitter against the fire monster. That makes sense.
Especially Home has absolutely no chill. There's no poker face.
There's probably a little dwarf in my pocket that's like coughing up huge glitter balls or glitter flakes.
It's the mental image of having cover himself with tracks that is completely throwing him off.
Navarro will just shake her head and go, can we please move on if you're done playing?
No.
around?"
Yes,
No,
Navarro.
we must show you the box.
Yes,
No, not the box. Not the box. We have to show her the
what's in the box?
letter skeleton.
Let
Ah,
the
yes.
skeleton.
Navarro, there's so many things that we had to show you. And I can tell
Yes.
you right now that you will enjoy at least one of them.
There's a riddle.
While you're talking, Drax floats up into the very middle of the room, like up 20 feet, or so. And while he chants trending, 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 he starts spinning around wildly in place.
I will use the fire that I have in my hand to make it into a disco room.
Oh yeah. It
Will
looks
it
really
see me
cool.
kind of put my
But
hand
also
up?
Also, there's like this shower of glitter.
We should have laser beams from his eyes. And I
Don't
guess
do
there's
that.
probably some
You
residual
put that
smoke in
right
the
wrong.
room. This would be an awesome party.
No, he will use Death Ray on everyone. It will be a dead party.
I kind of want to see what happens, but at the same time, I don't.
Yeah. Show me this letter skeleton that you're on about, Midrash.
Well, before I do, you probably shouldn't talk to it. It's either a avatar of Jergal himself or just a trial of some sort, but it'll give you a headache.
Nero will arch an eyebrow and cross her arms. And you want me to go check out the skeleton? Why exactly?
I mean, because I think he's asking for the names, true names of those 4 coffin dwellers over there.
And what makes you think I know?
Because it has something to do with this place, and you're clever.
Fine.
You hear Holmes say from behind you, as you're so aptly stated, we're idiots.
Nero just
I
rolls her
have
eyes.
confirmed that the number of 4 people keeps repeating in this place.
I suppose I can take a look, but I can't say I'm gonna know more than you on this.
It's not from one of the drawings that we saw a moment ago in those other rooms.
He bears some resemblance to the blonde king you saw in.
Does he
the,
look
magical
older or
painting.
younger in the statue?
Much older.
Okay. All right. Is there any engravings or anything that might give a hint as to the name or who it is or what it is?
No. No.
I would like to try and push it. Because, why not? Statue.
Sure.
We'll just see Sarum kind of approaching the statue, looking across the statue, and then trying to push it.
Give it an athletics check.
It's not going to be well, but, why not?
At least you can say you tried.
Yep.
Oh god.
The statue pushes me.
So not only do you not push the statue, but you throw out your back while trying to get it to move.
Loud crunch.
Your back is gonna be sore for 3 days.
Holy fuck.
I will look at all the other people, and kind of try to play it cool by just doing as though I'm seeing something on the floor as I try to slowly get my back straight. Oh.
Also, you'll see
move
Midrash just.
you move to the side and do that awkward stretch.
All you hear is a big.
Echo through the room.
So
And also, Midrash has caught the scent of something. He's walking around the room like.
God, I can't even act that. Look at me. Just something on the floor.
Holm, were you moving up to the balcony?
Yep.
Damn, those rolls. Those are good rolls that I have.
Yep.
I want to break off a nice chunky piece of the roasted spider.
Okay. Sure.
Eat it.
And kind of use my dagger and kind of scoop out meat from inside. Or one of the legs. As I walk back to the group.
Sure.
I'll yell at you as you walk past me. Is it edible?
Needs a bit of salt.
Navarro, what are you doing?
Is that ghost around?
Nope.
I'll approach the sarcophagi and examine them, see if there's anything about them that stands out.
I'm going to take some spider-like meat.
The sarcophagi are made out of solid blocks of stone with a matching lid. On the lids, there are one plaque each, all of them blank, aside from the symbol of a skull biting down on a scroll.
Okay. Do I recognize the symbol? I know Medrash already mentioned Gurgle, but
Yeah, roll a religion check. See if you know anything about it.
yeah.
Yep. You definitely know of Jergal.
Okay. I'll cross my arms and then think for a moment. Because I've been seeing images around this place that have been activating. Does anything come to mind? Maybe something I've heard, an old story told to me, perhaps.
You remember Red Riding Hood?
um,
And then at the end of the story, instead of a wolf, it comes a dragon. A red dragon eats the Red Riding Hood, and that's the end of the story.
so you mean like in relation to what you've seen already?
Yeah.
In relation to things you've seen already in this place, no stories come to mind with Jergal.
Okay.
Roll a 1d100.
44. That's a good number.
44. 4d4. There is a story that does come to mind, however. Partly prodded because Midrash pointed out the connection of the number 4 so far. And this is like a leap even like in your mind. But it goes there nonetheless. You think of the Dead 3 as well as Jergal, who was the Lord of the End of Everything and the lone death once upon a time, until he split his own power to 3 others and became more like a record keeper under them.
I see. Do any of these sarcophagi look like they relate to the dead free end at all?
There are no surface markings on the sarcophagi.
Okay. I'll put my hand on the sarcophagi just to feel if anything's coming from it or anything like that.
All right. From just touch, no. And Midrash would not have found magic on the sarcophagi either.
I look at the plaques for a moment, and well, Midrash has been writing on them previously. Does it look like any of his writing's still here?
No.
Hmm.
He scratched the name Bob, and it was instantly removed.
Okay. I'm going to scratch ball into one of them with a dagger.
What's
Which
with
one of
you
them?
guys and trying to ruin crypts?
just into one of the plaques just to see, because they're blank and Jurgle's involved. I'm going to write ball into the one I'm standing in front of.
All right. You scratch Ball's name on the plaque. Midrash, you see Nevara scratching a name on the plaque and then withdraw. There is no sign of the same kind of ethereal fire that you saw before. The name remains there.
Well, I was slightly on the right track. It started with B at least.
And then I looked to Midrash. Did this happen before?
No, the skeleton guy appeared afterwards when I did it wrong.
I see. And then I'll cross my arms. I think these scripts have something to do with the dead free and Jurgle himself. It's a stretch, I'll give you that, but that name's still there. I'll move to the next one down and write Bane.
All right. The same thing happens. The name scratched into the plaque remains.
I'll move up again and write
Merkel's
at the top one. I'll write Jurgle.
Jurgle on the top one?
Yeah.
All right. It remains.
And then on the very bottom, I'll look at Midrash. Get ready. This could be bad. And then I write down the name Merkel.
All right. Once all the names have been scratched in, you see the emblems of Jurgal light up, glowing with this ethereal fire emanating from the etchings. In all cases but that of Jurgal, the fire slowly dwindles to the point where you can barely see it, and then suddenly bursts out in a ball of flame before all of them extinguish.
Right. Okay.
See, I told you it wasn't us that did the fire thing.
Yeah, just shakes her head. Is there anything changed now?
No, the names remain. Sarcophagi are sealed.
Three of them lit up, but the Jurgle one didn't. You said, right?
All of them lit up. Jurgal's was a constant, like, smoldering fire. The other ones first diminished and then flared up.
Okay. And nothing else happened aside from that.
Nope.
Navar will shrug. I don't think there's much else we can do here. And she puts.
I
the
think
dagger
there
back.
is something we can do.
And what's that?
Well, you have a universal key.
She
Open
goes,
it.
Universal key? What are you talking about?
Your weapon. Open it.
I am not breaking into crypts.
But we're already in one.
She just
And it wouldn't be the first.
She just shakes her head and moves away.
Bah.
If it's something to do with the dead free, I don't think we should be really messing with it.
Who knows? They could be offering a sweet deal.
Come on,
Midrash.
Avada Kedavra.
Hmm?
On the sarcophagus. Sarcophagus.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Clicked the wrong one there. Oh,
All right.
This is gonna end badly.
Your beam of crackling energy is thrust forward, smashes into the sarcophagus, which appears to almost like soak up the energy.
okay. So I don't think I should do that again because it would be kind of weird if he sucked off all my energy before Navarra did. Sorry, Navarra. That was just glad. What should we do with the sarcophagus? Sarcophagi. All of the sarcophagi.
And Drash,
Leave it alone.
after Naivara left the area and you stepped in, you hear a faint whispering from the sarcophagus right beside you, the one marked with Jurgal's name.
I'll lean in and try to listen.
You hear a faint whispering, almost like almost like millions of voices bottled up somewhere deep within, crying out and saying, "They live."
That's all they say.
Yep, they keep chanting it over and over and over again.
I'll whisper back to the insane box.
Well, that can be fixed.
The chanting continues, undisturbed by your whisper.
So, Naivara, the box just complimented me for my looks.
Naivara says, "Sure it did," and then he just mutters and crosses her arms. Come on, let's go.
Well, before you go, I'm going to just have a quick trip around this entire place.
There are no secret doors, nor secret compartments. But thank you for checking.
Well, I gotta make use of that creature, so.
Yeah.
Does Silic also get a compliment on his appearance?
Silic, you step out to the sarcophagus.
I do.
Rolly 1D 100, Silic. Silic.
Nope.
What happened?
As you hear the footsteps of your party withdrawing from you, you see the sarcophagus rise up a little bit off the floor as these dark tentacles reach out from underneath, stretching out towards you as these blinking eyes open, staring at you, reaching out for you. And
I
you
reach
hear-
back. I should have brought a vacuum cleaner, but I don't have that.
You reach back and touch one of the tentacles. And you see within your mind you see two men, actually three men tied up to posts in front of a huge red dragon with a massive scar in its chest. You see these men wailing about how powerful they are as the dragon devours them one by one. And then as the final thing, a crown of horns appears on the dragon's head and sinks into its flesh.
Oh, nice.
Uh-oh.
Do I have any? Can I see anything about the men that is sitting in front of it? I can't resemble anything. I doubt some features.
Yes.
Is
You
one of
can
them a
make out some
spider?
pictures. Then no, one of them is not a spider. Although that would be pretty cool.
It would.
No. One of them is a raven-haired man. Another one of them is blonde, looking like he's been touched by some sort of a god, considering his features are so fair. The third one is a tiefling who is struggling against his ties.
And just to clarify, I was supposed to release Ashardalon, right? Was that my mission?
Is that what you remember from?
That's the thing. Am I supposed to stop him or actually help Ashardalon? No, I was the great evil. I was supposed to stop the new great evil that was rising in the world. Yes. So okay, that is bad then. It's not a good vision.
Do you remember the what your patron told you about what Ashardalon wants?
He wants to take what the fuck was it? Didn't he want to take his place? He wants to rule in his place, or like diminish my patron, also almost known as Cthulhu, or the other one, the great one that lurks, or something. Galangador. Was he supposed to rule, and then
Gaunador?
Gaunador, yes, that's the name.
Ganador.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Now you know his patron too.
Ganador,
No,
really?
Not exactly, Seth. The message that you got was that Ashardalon wants to unite the three evils
Yeah, the three evils.
and achieve godhood.
Yes, now I almost remember. And now I have to keep on thwarting his plans. That was actually quite fortunate that I went over there, because who knew? Maybe I would have helped Ashardalon.
I can imagine.
I'm
Knowing
pretty
you,
sure
you'll
Drax would have said,
eventually
"Untrend,
forget."
untrend."
Knowing you, you'll forget everything about this sooner
Who
rather
knows?
than later.
You know,
Who knows?
considering it's your god giving you like a message and a thing to do, you probably should have written that down.
Maybe I should probably do that now, actually.
With that, you you return your senses to where you are in front of the sarcophagus. There is no trace of the tentacles anywhere. The sarcophagus doesn't seem like it has moved.
And I will just, like nothing ever happened, walk back to the others. Wow, that was a very boring sarcophagus, am I right, Madrash?
Yeah, completely injured munches on the spider, like, very good this.
Anyway,
Nice.
Devara will head
Move
back
over.
to the upstairs to the chambers and point out the ones that Sam wanted to explore earlier.
All right. So as soon as you enter the first room, do you want me to read the painting again?
If no one else knows what it says, yeah, give them the benefit of it. But if
Yes.
not, if everyone else
So-
is,
Since it happened when we weren't there, I completely ignored it.
I had a feeling that might be the case.
Well, it's
So,
only the right thing to do, isn't it?
In the first
Again.
room, the room is completely consumed by a magic painting which depicts a spring day on a high green hill, making it seem as if the sun reaches this room as well as the green slope. You can almost smell apple blossoms and awakening flowers. People in fine clothes stand around the hill, and it is as if you are among them. Central in the scene is a tall, raven-haired man dressed in shining plate armor, kneeling before a blond man and a red-haired woman, each wearing golden crowns. The painting fades and the light diminishes as soon as this image is shown.
Okay.
Then
And in the next room.
in the next, after the stairs here, the room fills with the image of the hill you saw before, now covered in brown grass, flames leaping into the sky off in the distance. The dark-haired man in shining armor wields two curved swords, battling howling goblinoids and baying wolves. Beside him fights the blond king wielding a black longsword. Light sparkles on the blade and the king's crowned helmet. The red-haired woman holds her ground behind and between the two, her staff held aloft as lightning strikes her foes. Your hair stands on end and your skin tingles as if electricity were really in the air. As the image fades, you take note again of two doors, gleaming stone doors, each engraved with a skull biting down on a scroll.
I like her.
Neymar will approach the door that Sarum indicated earlier, and then examine it for any, aside from its big giant Jurgle symbol, examine it for anything else that could come
Wait,
back.
wasn't it?
It's
Wasn't
been
it one of these,
unsealed, I will say.
Okay,
The first
so-
thing of note, and pretty much the only thing of note, is the seal has been broken on this door.
We might have combat. But Neymar pulls out her maul.
I would rather not open that door.
Didn't you want to open it earlier, Sarum?
Yeah, but not with them. They would probably kill any beast that will come out of there.
Where's the
Do
beast?
you think a
Where's the
beast
beast?
could break the seal on the crypt of Jurgle?
Yeah. It's just
You think very
wax.
highly of your beast friends.
It's just wax.
Could also be magic.
Have you considered me being a bear earlier, being able to, break a seal?
Leave the sealed tomb alone. Let's see if anyone's down in this tomb.
No,
Because-
checking it.
And Neymar slowly opens the door with her, just to check if anyone's inside.
All right. Let's see. Yeah. 4 sarcophagi stand within this room, all lined up against the west wall. The lids show the graven images of trapped people on them, one different person for each lid. It's as if each lid is a prison. The imprisoned people are depicted as if they are crying out, their desperate eyes set with rubies. 2 of the lids have been smashed from inside, having crumpled into piles of rubble on the floor in front of the sarcophagi. 2 figures in tattered clothing with skin peeling off their bones turn to regard you, their jaws chattering in warning.
Okay. We got company. Neymar pulls out, gets her maul ready.
But what are they warning us of? Is there rubble at our feet? Do we need to watch where we're going?
The door is still closed.
Yeah,
Yes.
actually.
Because I wanted to read that before you fucking run in there. As,
Okay.
as you are wants to do.
What is this?
It is one of the shambling creatures.
Is it a beast?
It does not look like one. It appears to be a humanoid with tattered clothing with skin peeling off their bones.
Does it seem to be trying to attack?
They are with jaws chattering in warning, and they are
No.
regarding you all.
I will just walk.
What are you guys doing up? You should be asleep. Nivara, I believe you have the universal sleep inducer.
Navar will watch them a second. Do they look like they're trying to attack us, or are they just warning us off?
You may read into the situation as you want.
Navar
I'm checking for
slowly.
traps here.
All right. I'm gonna wait with the magic painting there until
Yep.
other people go there.
Navarra slowly takes her second hand off her maul just to hold it to one side as she watches them for a few more moments and sees if they do anything.
They are turning to fully face you, still chattering in warning.
All right. Navarra lifts up her holy symbol and casts Turn Undead. Which
All
I'll put up.
right. All right. So in that case, the creatures move up into the corner, still chattering away, making that same noise.
Navarra will approach the chamber just to see if there's anything in here which stands out.
Aside from the eyes set with rubies on the sarcophagi, no.
Okay. Inside the crypts, is there anything like what made them break out? Anything to indicate how they got out?
No. Make a perception check.
Okay.
You do take note that in the rubble in front of the sarcophagi, you do not see rubies.
I see.
You said they had broken out, as in the rubble
Yeah.
is on the outside?
Yep.
Nero will turn and then approach the one in front. Look, just to examine it. Does it look like a typical zombie?
It looks very well preserved for a zombie.
Does it have any holy markings like of Jurgle or anything like?
No. It does not.
I kind of don't want to leave him in this undead state, but at the same time, why fight when there's no need to? Could I perceive that they're supposed to be guardians, or are they actual prisoners from the tombs? I mean, you did say that they look like they're screaming, so are they? Have they possibly done something to deserve punishment like this?
Perhaps.
Is there any way I could be?
Close their eyes.
I'll put
Silly.
I'll put this one in front of me out of its misery.
All right.
And I will re-roll that one. Never mind.
Or not.
Can't you infinitely reroll?
No.
Okay. I mean, as long as it rolls another one, that is, I meant.
No, it's I believe it's once. per roll.
Once per turn. Or
Alright,
once per turn.
Once per
So,
turn
yeah.
for any ones or twos that I roll.
So you put your maul. Um, you lash it out against the creature's chest and basically cave in its chest. However, it does not seem to be weakened in the least by your blow. The sarcophagus on the left begins to glow.
Okay. Seeing that glow, does it look like like a glow? Like, oh shit, this is not bad. This is not good glow.
It is a very faint red glow.
Yeah, that's never good. Maybe I will back up.
Hey, Silik, you should probably get in there.
I think it's best if we leave.
So, just because I don't know this god, is it the death god, you said?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought I heard earlier, so that's why I didn't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
Death god and disturbing the dead.
Well, no, he's not the death god. He is the lord of the end of everything. He is the seneschal of the lord of the dead. He keeps the records on all the final disposition of all the spirits of the dead.
Once upon a time, he was the one single god of death.
So now he's just a secretary.
Essentially.
Yeah. He gave up his power willingly because he
Just
couldn't
keep
deal with
records.
shit anymore.
He had a breakdown.
Yeah,
Mental
he burned
breakdown.
out. It's understandable.
Yeah, well, after a few thousand years, you try to deal with that job.
Yeah,
All the time
Yeah.
dealing with death and death and death.
yeah.
And just the
Like,
eternal
bring
struggle
about
to finally get the
evil.
medical coverage.
And
Anyway, I'll close the door and say, let's leave them alone. It doesn't seem like we can do anything in regards to them anyway.
You sure you just kind of smacked one of them in the face, you know?
It didn't seem to react, and that red glow was disturbing. It's probably best if we don't disturb them any further. I was hoping to put them out of their misery, but unfortunately it doesn't look like I have the right tools to do the job.
It
So,
seemed like
Sam-
he was enjoying himself.
There don't look.
I
Yeah,
rolled
it
a
doesn't look
19.
like there's any
Okay.
chamber ahead.
So, yeah, I will wait for you to describe what is showing.
Sure.
Navarro will take a step next to Sarah.
Sure. Is Medresh gonna be tampering with the seal here and missing the fireworks?
Oh, you bet.
All right. So, as you descend the second set of stairs, you see a magical painting again. Snow covers the hill that you saw before, but bloodstains clash with the mud and frost. The blonde king has fallen to one knee, his left arm hanging useless at his side. Bestial humanoids surround him as he caresses the cheek of the red-haired woman lying mortally wounded before him. Behind the golden-haired king stands the raven-haired knight, his silver armor stained with blood, and his eyes wild with triumph, wrath, and greed. He holds the king's crown aloft with one hand as his curved blade slices down at the king in the other. As the image fades, the dim light reveals a plain stone door to the south.
These people look familiar to me. Somehow.
Were they older than the rest of the pictures?
Yes.
Does the
By
picture...
much?
Sorry, go on.
A couple of decades older, yeah.
Okay. I would just like to roll perception on that door, whether there is a trap.
Does the
There
go on.
appears not to be one.
Does the picture only seem to reveal itself whenever Navarro takes a step into
No.
the areas?
It would have appeared as soon as Sarum went down.
I see.
But
Okay.
that was in
Right.
spider form, that's why it probably didn't trigger.
Yeah, you were on the ceiling.
Yep.
In spider form.
Well, I will not open that door because I'm actually not. I don't have any wild shapes left. So go ahead.
Does the door look like it's sealed?
No. It is not
I'll
sealed.
have my bow ready. Sparkly arrow.
Sure.
With my wall still out, I slowly open the door and can step back to ready for anything that charges at us.
Sure. Midrash.
Well, I'll just do what Navarro's doing. Open the door.
You crack open the seal on the door. You feel a chill run through your bones.
Probably because it's still a bit damp and wet.
I'm sure.
I'll open the door.
4 sarcophagi stand within this room. 2 along the west wall and 2 on the south. Their lids show the graven images of trapped people on them. 1 different person for each lid. Each looking like a prison.
All of them with the rubies.
Yes. To the east, there is a huge mirror.
What do I see in the mirror?
Hold on. Let's see.
You see a very sparkly and handsome dragonborn. Top dragon.
It's actually one of those mirrors which traps you inside.
And he
I
was
wouldn't be
never
surprised.
heard of again. All right.
Stranger
Make a
things have happened.
wisdom saving throw. Remind me what your alignment was again.
Chaotic good.
Okay. All right. Good.
Uh-oh.
Let's explore your character a little. You step up to the mirror. Midrash, what is the worst deed you have ever perpetrated in your entire life?
He killed his wife.
Not everyone can be a family killer in this party.
I didn't say that I killed someone.
No. But he did not have an easy time of it at the mage school in Neverwinter because of his particular skin color. So there was a incident where at least 1 or more students were permanently scarred. They took things a bit too far. So they are now basically wrinkly testicles.
So what you see in the mirror is from like a third person view, this scene of how this other person was scarred, I suppose, for life.
Yeah, we're talking full body burns.
Yeah.
One of those crit hit damage exhales.
Perfect. So you see this in all of its gory detail through the mirror reflected on to you.
Bastard deserved it.
Unfortunately, you you are shaken by the image, no matter how much you tell yourself that the other person deserved it. For the next day, until the next long rest, you suffer a -1 to saves, attack rolls, ability checks, and skill checks.
Oh, ouch.
Let's see. Attack rolls, you said?
Basically,
Attack
any
rolls,
D20
saving
I-
throws,
Save,
ability
saves,
checks.
attack rolls, ability checks, and skill check.
So basically any
And
D20.
Damage?
Not damage. Basically any D20, I guess.
I'm just using the bonuses penalties section now to just
Yep.
input a -1. But what does that do with the save DC? Probably lowers my. No, it already does that. Okay. So, like any sane person who is ashamed of what they've done and don't want to look at it anymore, he's going to try to break the glass.
Okay.
I just want to say that I have never broken a mirror.
7 years bad luck.
What are
If
you
you
going to
didn't
try
open that.
and destroy the mirror with?
The quarterstaff.
All right.
I mean, it is technically magical.
Roll your attack.
Now let's see if it properly deduct. +2, -1. Yep.
All right. Your quarterstaff clatters against the mirror's surface. There is not even a scratch on the surface.
Ah. He'll do a circuit around the room and then go and check the map afterwards. Not looking, purposely not looking more at the mirror.
Sure. There is no other secrets in this room.
The fuck are those noises?
It's a door.
Trimming the nippy bits of my beard.
Meanwhile,
You should probably
the rest of
consider
you-
doing that muted.
Also, the dog was whining.
I mean, that's like the least bit of issues that we have here. So you open the door, Naivara, into a corridor leading down with 35 feet.
Keep your wits about you, everyone. Let's take this slow and keep watch for traps.
Very soft light illuminates this corridor from no single point. You see more intricate design work on
And-
the west and east walls, but no dust, no
Any
webs,
traps?
no sign of age or weathering, no sign of traps.
Okay.
The passage turns east up ahead.
Just a question. Is
Yes.
this a drawing issue or is this actually a door?
It's a drawing issue.
Okay.
Does it look like any of these images look like Crambo?
I don't know.
There are
Karma.
no actual images, just design work on the walls.
Okay.
Oh, actually,
It's like generic design. All right, you reach the stairs. They descend here at a gradual and smooth gradient. The ceiling above stays at the same height as the corridor above, despite the descent. Purple curtains that glitter with gold tracery cover a tall opening to the north here, as well as the south. Or you can see like partly through them into the rooms beyond. On the wall here, the long wall here,
Yeah.
you can see a huge painting that depicts an opulent throne with a dark-haired man sitting upon it, wearing a golden crown and bearing a dark frown on his face.
Is
Is
he
this-
the same guy?
Exactly what I was going to ask.
Appears so.
Is he older or younger than the before?
He is a little bit older.
Okay.
And as I can see it, what's this statue here?
Let's see.
It's a random statue.
It is the statue of a mounted warrior, his sword held high in the air.
Does the warrior look familiar? To like the one in the painting?
No. Somewhat similar, but no. It's more like a, suppose, kind of like a generic mounted warrior.
Any secrets or hidden things in this stretch of area?
No.
Any traps?
No.
Okay.
Navarro will approach you as you can see a passageway down this way, and then look around the corner. It looks clear.
Wait.
Oh, hell.
Said wait. Traps?
None that you can see.
I do see someone, but
Yeah.
I just wanted to know if there are traps to it.
Is this a ledge?
Yes. No, it's a curtain.
Can I make out what it is that I'm seeing in the distance?
Yeah, same here.
You see in the in the far distance, you can see a large dais raised from the floor, and upon it a jewel-encrusted throne. Sitting on the throne appears to be a handsome, clean-shaven figure, a man with a powerful build, with raven locks spilling from beneath a golden crown onto pauldrons of fine plate armor and a violet cloak.
Navara,
Yes?
I don't think we should go in there.
I have the same feeling.
And you will hear Serum start taking steps backwards.
Yeah, Navarro's gonna be like, let's move away from this.
Midrash, you open the curtains wide and look through and see this figure. I think you can, right? You have a line of sight there.
I do.
You see the throne in the distance with this man with a powerful build on it. You
Hey,
also
he looks
don't
just
know-
like in the pictures.
Oh, for God's sake.
I can't see a thing. Why are you guys backing up?
I will just start to kind of tug at Navara as I kind of start walking towards the stairs.
Yeah, and Navarro's like, guys, we gotta get out of here. This is definitely not.
What is going on? Why is everyone running?
You hear a deep voice from the chamber calling out, "Who would disturb the rest of the king?"
I look at him, right at him, and then I go into his mind. Into his mind.
It's nothing. Go back to sleep.
It's nothing. Go back to sleep. You know what? I think I know you. I bring news to you. Be careful, King. Be careful.
How dare you come here?
It's
The figure leaps to his feet,
Oh hell!
and you see him reach beside the throne, drawing two curved blades as he descends from the dais. As he descends, the jewel-encrusted throne fades into a plain stone seat. The man's hair withdraws under the crown, and his skin grays and runs, revealing bone and muscle beneath. His armor sags and corrodes, seemingly grafting to his distended flesh, along with the crown, which has lost all luster. Lidless, his eyes burn with madness.
So I guess you know how you died then. This is awkward. Let me just go back.
Based on all the imagery we have seen leading up and telling this story of this man, can I use a history check to guess his name?
Guess his name?
How do you guess his name by scenes?
We have seen his entire story, and it's clearly not a insignificant story that has affected the rest of the world. It's
Oh, you
probably-
mean you're trying to
yeah.
remember what the story is? Okay.
No,
I
I
thought
want to
that-
remember if someone has said his name.
Okay.
I want to
The
see
story
if
of
he's
the
the one I saw too.
backstabbing betrayer king.
That's also a thing.
First of all, roll initiative.
No. We don't have to do that yet.
Yeah.
Let's just talk this out. It might actually be some kind of a ruse.
So,
A 6 can only be good.
Nevara, run. Watch this.
It's a trap!
It's a tarp.
It's a tarp.
It's a tarp! Run away! Tarps everywhere!
I'm actually
Yeah,
confused
surrounded us.
somewhat.
You are confused.
Of course I am
what?
confused. I'm always confused. Is that
No,
the
I
same
am-
raven-haired dude that was eaten by Ashardalon in my vision? Because
No, it is
because
not.
I was under the impression that this raven-haired black guy was
No.
their same dude that was eaten by Ashardalon. I was here to warn the dude and get some good respect in with him, and then just let's be pals and stuff. And then it turns
You
out that
know
he's
you
already
could have
dead.
asked.
Hey, I can't ask. No, I saw tentacles. You don't want to see tentacles. You don't know that I see tentacles.
True.
Ooh, I was just invited to the global hemp movement. Let's go.
Madrash, you wanted to make a history check. You can resolve that before we go properly into initiative. Let's see here. The raven-haired man set that you saw looks a lot more like what I will be posting in the Discord chat right now, except with dark hair.
Is
But he's younger.
that like just to taunt me? Because you know what would happen if I checked out Discord chat? You
Well,
Because
we're gonna close off
disappear.
the stream soon.
Wait, hang on. Wait,
Oh.
what? Wait, what?
See, it was obviously mind-blowing. Now I'm really tempted to just look at it. But I won't.
That's not my portal.
With your history check, you recall the story of yeah, there it is. You recall the story of Theron. He was called the Wayfarer King, because he was he was not the ruler of a great realm. He more or less was a wayfarer, as the name suggests. He roamed the land with a band of others who placed upon him such honor that he would be known as king, even without his own throne or own kingdom, really. For a period of time, kind of correlating with the downfall of Ashardalon. Theron was one of the forces which kept the roads themselves safe in the savage frontier. Until he was betrayed and his order decimated.
Neat.
You also recall that the order, the band of do-gooders under Theron, had an emblem of a sword cleaving through through what they kept as kind of their headquarters, which was a pyramid.
Oh.
That does not jog my memory.
It might not jog yours.
It
But
jogs
it jogs
mine.
the other ones.
He's the one who does
Good.
the history check, so I don't know.
So, with that, I think we can close off the session today. And we can continue
Good night, everybody.
straight off
Okay, so that was
the
something to say.
initiative.
That was a good session.
Someone is boiling up, I think.
I'm dying. I'm actually dead.
Yeah. Someone is dying.
He is Theron.
So, that was fun.
XP?
But I don't think there's much.
5 XP. I don't know why 5.
1 XP for every piece of glitter we unleashed from the chest.
1 XP for every single piece of confetti that came out of that chest.
That's a lot.
Exactly.
You get. Let's see.
He's counting the
That was
glitter.
just the giant spider. It's really the only actual combat encounter.
Which I managed to subdue.
Yes.
Then managed to get
That was
cooked.
Yes.
That wasn't me.
You get a whopping 150 XP each.
Oh, really?
Whoa!
Yeah.
That's more than I thought it would be.
For other stuff. And combat encounter.
We did solve a riddle or two after all.
Okay. So, who thinks this guy's gonna screw us up?
Yeah.
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 I'm running away, so I don't think it would screw us up.
Oh, he's actually running away too.
No, he's just grumpy because he was woken up. He'll once he gets his coffee, he'll be a swell fella.
Sure.
Although he did just lose his hair in like 2 steps, I would be grumpy about that. And his eyelids kind of disappeared.
You'd think you were used to that by now.
You'd think, but you don't really get used to it. Kinda.
The fuck is my snake doing?
What is it doing?
Aerobics.
Killing innocence.
Mine was like
I mean,
climbing up the corner, and then he just toppled over. He was stiff as a fucker, and then he just toppled. But cool. Everyone, say goodbye to the stream.
Goodbye,
Bye-bye.
Mr. Stream.
So creepy when you do that.
What? Which part?
That thing you do sometimes all the time.
Sometimes all the time.
Sometimes all the time.
Only on Thursdays.
Yes. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.
The Banterol crew would like to thank everyone that has been here supporting the stream, for watching, for subscribing, for hosting, for following, and just simply being here. We really appreciate you. Until next time, Tuesday, as always, goodbye.